Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Ring of Honor 13th anniversary, also known as Winner Takes All live reactions.
What's going on, guys? John, aka VocalAggression, here alongside my cohort and commentary agent for live reactions. ROH 13th anniversary show should really be quite a show tonight. I'm pumped for it. This is our second ROH show live reactions, if I'm not mistaken, Ashton. This is only our second time doing it, so this should be a great time tonight.
Yep, we reacted to Final Battle 2014, and I believe this is actually the first sort of pay-per-view show that they've had since then.
Yes, absolutely. As we start things off with a bang straight away, we got Cedric Alexander just made his way to the ring. And, he's set to take on Matt Sydal, if I'm not
Yep,
mistaken.
correct.
Yeah, so this should be quite an opening contest.
Absolutely. Cedric Alexander versus reborn Matt Sydal.
It's got to feel so good for Matt Sydal. I mean, he was out with a major injury in WWE, kind of sitting his time out waiting there. Then they released him. He actually said he was grateful for it. Had no malice, no ill will. This way he could get back to work. And they released him when he was healthy so he could find work. So, I mean,
for what it's worth, I probably wouldn't feel malice towards the company that released me if the reason that I went off TV in the first place was because of a drug violation.
That is true.
Don't forget, he was along with Truth in that whole synthetic weed scandal that was going on.
Absolutely. But nonetheless, I mean, he is healthy. He seems to be in good spirits, and this should be a very fun contest. I mean, Cedric Alexander, you want to talk about the ROH shows that you and I have watched, he's been on kind of a tear. I mean, recently, the last time you and I watched it, proved himself against Roderick Strong. So you have to imagine, Cedric Alexander's stock is pretty high right now, and I think Matt Sydal's going to be aware of that.
Yeah, last year he was basically being built up to be the next champion, and then he ended up getting hurt.
Right. So, it really, in this business, I think more than any other, you get hurt, you kind of get sidetracked a little bit. In fact, it's funny, Ashton, that you bring that up, because I read an interview with TNA's Ken Anderson. They talked about, how when you get hurt, you may still have all the tools and all this ability, to be in a certain spot on the card, but the trust isn't there, and you just got to build yourself back up. We'll see if Cedric Alexander can do that starting tonight, beating Matt Sydal.
That's in WWE, though. In ROH, they're pretty willing to give second chances. I mean, Jay Briscoe got injured while he was champion. He went out for a period of time to recoup the injury, and then when he came back, within a few months, he was champion again.
Right, and I'm glad that this company is that way, because this very well could be the start of Cedric Alexander's second chance.
Yeah, and I mean, even to this day, I think it's been over 2 years since Jay Briscoe's been pinned or submitted.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that record. He's got that streak that I think has really just become a part of the ROH lore. It's just he's synonymous with that. The idea that this guy has not been pinned or submitted in 2 years. And, I mean, that may be retained, if nothing else, tonight in the four-way, high-stakes matchup for the ROH world title.
Oh, man, Matt Sydal playing mind games. Cedric Alexander drove him into the corner and then held his hands up to show that he wasn't touching him anymore, and Matt Sydal gave him the double high five and held up peace signs. And he just high-fived the ref.
And the ref actually complied, which makes that moment amazing.
I'd love to see Bryce Remsburg reffing in ROH. He's awesome.
Here we see the logo. Nice headlock takeover there by Matt Sydal. Let's see that. Yep, we know where this is going. These guys are going to trade off.
I do appreciate, though, that they opened the match differently than your sort of formulaic headlock, bounce off the ropes, headlock takeover, like the paint by numbers wrestling match. Oh my God, that was
beautiful by Cedric Alexander, counter out of the Hurricane Rana. And now, that time though, Matt Sydal got his man there.
Yeah, for those of you that haven't seen the show, Cedric Alexander countered a Hurricane Rana by doing a full flip and landing on his feet. It was quite impressive.
Oh, and speaking of impressive, what's Sidal getting ready to do here off the apron?
The double knees. Wow, already.
Face.
Before he went to WWE, that was his finisher in ROH. The double knees across the chest, like the knee senton almost.
Yeah, and you can imagine the impact that might have. So Sidal may be a smaller guy, but you're talking about your full weight in your knees coming down on somebody's face. Not a good way to spend a Sunday night, my friend.
Right, though?
I mean, I think Tyler Breeze, that's kind of the stuff of his nightmares, if you ask me.
Oh, and by the way, that's another thing that I might want to just try and get out here before we get too deep into this card. Machine Gun Carl Anderson, I believe, is going to be going at it alone tonight, unless the Bullet Club has backups or if they plan on introducing a new member tonight. Because unfortunately, Doc Gallows got stuck at an airport in Detroit and wasn't able to make it to Vegas.
Ashton had a brilliant idea, in my estimation, that this may be the emergence of Samoa Joe. He may take that spot in the triple threat tag team bout tonight. I think that would be wonderful. But getting back to the matchup here, Matt Sydal is doing once again what I really praised him for in our final Battle 2014 live reactions when he was facing Jay Lethal for the television world title. And that's, he's picking the leg apart. He's not, your typical high
Half
flyer
crab.
where half crab there. He's not your typical high flyer where he's relying solely on an aerial repertoire. He knows how to play a ground game, and I think that's what makes Matt Sydal one of the more versatile competitors I've personally seen. I just really appreciate that kind of game plan. Look at that. Cedric Alexander
Oh my
scouted
God.
there, and then beautiful pinning combination, but he only gets a 2 count.
That
But
was
still,
so cool. I find it interesting that Sydal is almost playing the heel in this match too.
you said the same thing in the match with Lethal when he was working over the leg, because it's weird, right? A guy that's smaller like that being that methodical, being that ruthless on a body part. But and what a drop kick by Alexander.
He is an impressive physical, athletic specimen.
He is. His athleticism is off the charts. And I mean, you just got to imagine, in ROH, wins and losses do really matter. A lot of people are going to be having their eyes on the ROH World Heavyweight Title match. One of whom kind of made my eyes widen, pleasantly, because I've been saying this for a while, and you know this, Ashton, when you and I talk about ROH. Jay Lethal's going to have his eyes on that matchup. Apparently, he's going as far as to say that his title is more prestigious than Jay Briscoe's world title.
Yep.
And I really love that Jay Lethal has come into his own as a heel, and
I mean, you've got to imagine there are a few guys that are going to be having their eyes on the World Championship match tonight, whether it's Lethal or El Patron or Roddy Strong. You've got to imagine. I'm sure Adam Cole, as injured as he might be, when he comes back, he's going to want a shot. And let's not allow ourselves to forget Samoa Joe. He's coming back tonight, and you can't imagine he's going to try and work his way up the ladder. I'm sure he's going to want to go right for that main belt.
I mean, Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine. Let's see if he can return to form. The Samoa Joe I remember, was a killer, and you figure when you're a killer, you don't wait in line. You don't play for small stakes. You play for a prize. To steal a phrase from Kevin Owens. And yeah, Samoa Joe has got to really have his eyes locked on that ROH World Title. I couldn't imagine anything less. And look at Sidal there with the escape from what could have been maybe a brainbuster with the knee to the head, and now he's got the kicks to the chest.
Yeah.
And
oh man, that jumping back kick is. Oh wow, the slap. Oh, he went for a lariat and completely
beautiful
leg lariat.
And then look at that spinning heel kick there by Sidal. I'm telling you, Sidal has such proficiency with his strikes that if you're Alexander, it's just got to totally throw your equilibrium completely off. There's a drop kick in the corner there.
Is he seriously going to go for airborne already? Oh no!
No, I think he's going to go for that standing move.
Oh, what a reversal!
Got caught!
He almost grabbed the trunks there too.
I think this win again is so important. We were talking.
Oh, down to the knees. Oh no, he's just going to do the moonsault.
Okay, there it is. I will say he seemed more methodical and more relentless with Jay Lethal when he was working over the leg. It almost seems like he's foregone that strategy against Alexander here.
Dude,
I don't know.
Some of Sydal's moves, some of his signature moves that he does in most matches are so ridiculously cool looking. Like, I know he didn't do it here, but sometimes he'll catch the leg and then he'll do like a freaky drop down move where it'll look like he's just breaking the leg in half. And there he almost went for another really cool one. It's almost like a leg drop, but they're not all the way on the ground until after you drop the leg.
Look at the backbreaker there by Sidal.
The Orton-style backbreaker.
Yeah, I was going to say, now look at this package pump handle kind of drop there, bomb, and Cedric Alexander only gets a 2 count.
I want to call that a pump handle pile driver.
This is again what I'm talking about, the nuance that exists in Sidal's repertoire. You could see him be methodical and work over somebody's leg. I mean, that seemed like more of a power maneuver to me, and he's a smaller guy.
They're both the same height, but Cedric Alexander has about 20 pounds on Sidal.
Right, and now you see he's going to drag him there. And now
Is he going to go for airborne?
This could be. If he hit,
Nope.
oh, but Alexander though gets up to his feet, beautiful. Now look at this, the leap, and oh, beautiful,
The jumping Enziguri off the rope. Oh my God, the Michinoku driver.
beautiful form. Guarantee you, Taco would have been proud of that one. And Cedric can't believe it. He thought he had it. And if you're Cedric Alexander, you cannot get frustrated here. You cannot let Matt Sydal get in your head because he kicked out. You have got to stay
Yeah,
on
I
him.
can even hear Steve Corino screaming, you can't let that 99 100ths of a second get to you. You've got to get on him.
Well, I mean, you know, Ash, I mean, long before he was Evan born in WWE, I mean, this isn't Matt Sydal's first, rodeo in ROH. I mean, he is a veteran in every sense of the word. Alexander cannot sleep on Matt Sydal here. And then you see now he's finally taking the fight back to him.
Oh.
And, yeah, they're exchanging chops and blows. And, there's a kick there by Alexander. Oh, but Sydal almost came back, but there's the backbreaker. That should be it. That should be it. No. 2. Oh, wow, Sydal kicked out.
That was a sick-looking move, man. Alexander is so shocked that he didn't get the 3 count off of that. Apparently, so are you.
I was. Sydal looked broken in half there. And I mean, I know that whole backbreaker, I mean, we go back again to the rivalry that Cedric Alexander had with Roderick Strong.
I have this odd gut feeling that even though he lost to him the last time we saw them fight, I do still feel like Matt Sydal is going to be the one to take the TV title off of Jay Lethal.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I think it would certainly lend credence to your prediction if Sydal can get the win here tonight. And let's see, he's got him in the fireman's carry position. Sydal, though, fights out. And now what's he got here? He's got the half Nelson going on. Could be, oh no, Cedric Alexander breaks it. Now he's got him in the fireman's carry position again.
Oh, he countered it.
2, and kicked out.
What a brilliant counter. I've never seen anything like that.
The counter wrestling from both men. Oh, and he had the drop kick.
Oh, and he's in perfect position for airborne.
Positioning. Sydal can't waste time here. No wasted motion. He's on the top rope. If Cedric doesn't get his...
Yeah. He took it. Cover him, Matt.
He's got to get the cover straight away.
1, 2. That's it.
Hey, wow.
Wow. That was such a fast match, too. That was only like 10 minutes.
Sydal gets the win. Well, I just got done saying it would lend credence to your prediction that Sydal may be the one to dethrone Jay Lethal's now 11-month TV championship reign if he got the win here, and he did. I mean, that's going to go some ways towards a future title opportunity. It has to.
Well, I mean, heck, after a win like that, you never know. He might be targeting the world title.
Absolutely. And then there you see again the airborne picture perfect, gets the 3 count. Cedric looks very disappointed in himself. There were at least 2 moments in this match.
Yeah.
He had the victory.
He's just got this look on his face like, man, this guy is not human.
He's not, yeah, Cedric almost looks like he may have a breakdown here. He just really doesn't even know what else he had to do.
Handshake, maybe? Heel turn? I don't know.
Cedric does not look like, I mean, they had a handshake, before the contest formally started. And there he shook
his hand and
shook his hand roughly, though, and then he got out of dodge. I think Cedric's got a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's so strange because, like, they're definitely telling a story here because before Cedric got hurt, he was on his way to the top and he kind of had the world in his hands, and now all of a sudden he came back from injury and Matt Sydal's back, and you've got guys like Hanson and Michael Elgin on the rise, and it's like he's starting to feel like a slightly smaller fish in whatever size pond you want to call this place.
I mean, I certainly have to agree with you, Ash. I mean, you could see the story all over Cedric Alexander's face. This is a guy that's questioning, will I be able to keep my spot? Will I be able to, work my way back up? And when you lose like that, and here's the thing, I mean, Cedric Alexander was game tonight. It's not like he let Sydal, run straight through him. I mean, he gave him everything, and it just wasn't enough. And when you have a match like that and you come up on the losing end, what else can you be left with but doubt? So...
I do believe we're about to get Moose versus Mark Briscoe.
Yes, this...
and no, ROH, he hasn't played center. Thank you very much.
And this match is going to be very interesting because Moose has referred to Mark Briscoe as a stepping stone. I think Moose is, very hungry to make an impact, to make a name for himself. We keep talking about guys that maybe having their eye on the world title matchup. You have to imagine if Moose can beat a guy like Mark Briscoe, who's one of the mainstays in ROH, he'll probably be thinking about championship gold next. So
WWE also allegedly has some interest in Moose, for what it's worth.
I think we talked about that in our final battle live reactions, and that doesn't
Yeah,
surprise
but
me
that
at
was
all.
speculation. Now I'm actually hearing, like, I've actually seen reports that they are showing genuine interest in him.
And no offense to Moose, because I don't really remember really hating on him, with his match at Final Battle. But now that Uhaa Nation is a thing in NXT,
Yeah.
I really don't see a need. Cannot wait for Uhaa Nation's debut as we're watching this video package here for Moose versus Mark Briscoe. The kid's an incredible athlete, and I think he's going to be really an asset to NXT.
Uhaa
Yeah,
Nation, you mean?
yeah, I cannot wait for his
I
debut.
freaking love Mark Briscoe. I mean, here's my thing. Say what you want about Jay. He's a great athlete, and he's a little bit more normal looking, and he talks a little bit more like your normal American English speaker and all that stuff. But to me, Mark is just more charismatic. He's more of like a dynamic. He's more of like a larger than life dynamic personality to me.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Briscoes cut promos, and Mark has certainly got chops. He's certainly got a personality there. And there you see Veda Scott with Moose. She
Moose is a freak, man.
she turned heel at Final Battle and joined forces with Moose, which
And Stokely Hathaway, which is this like literally one name away from being the ultimate rich kid name.
yeah.
Stokely Barrington Hathaway would be perfect.
Yeah, I agree with that. It has a nice ring to it. I think it rolls well off the tongue. So yeah, Veda Scott betraying R.D. Evans, and
Yeah.
that I
The
called it,
streak
man.
is dead, John. The streak
Yeah.
is dead.
Yeah, the streak is dead, and if you remember that night, I called it. I'm like, yeah, Veda's turning on him because I think Veda has proven herself to be the type. She wants to hitch her wagon to winners, and I think she sees a real winner in Moose. And if he can beat Mark Briscoe tonight,
Oh yeah,
I mean, what a statement that makes.
definitely.
Because
And
to me,
you've gotta believe they're gonna have Moose go over here.
I believe it. I'm confident in that. And here's the thing, guys. I'm not too intimately familiar with ROH. I mean, yeah, me and Ashton have watched quite a few shows together and this and that, so I'm definitely more intimate with it than I was, say, like last year or even like 2 years ago.
Put it this way, guys. John and I watched. I'm pretty sure we got all of them. I'm pretty sure John and I watched every ROH pay-per-view from 2014.
Yes. But when I think of ROH, I think the one name I think of, immediately is Briscoes,
Yeah.
Mark and Jay. So this is going to be a tall order for Moose, but is it one he can fulfill? I think absolutely. I think he
Look
is.
at the size difference, dude. Moose looks like a freaking giant next to Mark Briscoe, and he's not a giant. Honestly, he's like your slightly above average height if he was in WWE, but in ROH, he practically is a giant at 6'5". And no, that's not a 300-pound body. He's like 260 if I had to guess, maybe 270 at the most.
Look at this, the traditional show of respect. And Ring of Honor and Veda Scott saying, nope, keep it, keep it.
Well, let me put it this way, John. Do you think Moose is thicker than Titus O'Neil?
Honestly, I'd say it was less thick if I'm visualizing Titus
Yeah,
O'Neil.
I agree. And Titus O'Neil is 6'5", 265, so
Right.
there's no way Moose is 300 pounds. He was when he played in the NFL. He was about 305, but he's lost a ton of weight since then. He's gotten into way better shape. I love the psychology, though, not going off his feet. That's what I like to see from big men.
Absolutely, I know you do. And it's
Redneck
great to see
Kung
that
Fu!
it's good to see that Moose is keeping it textbook, so to speak. And Mark Briscoe is going to have a tough time.
Oh, and there he went off his feet.
Does.
Took him off his
There
feet.
he does.
I don't know if I like that happening this early in the match.
I think Mark Briscoe, more than anything, is going to have to rely on his experience in comparison to Moose to take him to victory in this match. Oh, but the power game for Moose cannot be underestimated.
Oh, what a drop kick!
What a drop kick! See, now that's where Moose surprises me there, because I didn't expect that from him. That was a beautiful drop kick.
He hit Mark's head, and Mark was on the middle turnbuckle.
I'll eat my crow there, folks. I kind of slept on Moose a little bit. I just thought he was going to do your basic, very rudimentary power maneuvers, and Mark Briscoe was just going to be, all over the place doing his best. But that drop kick, and now
Cesaro swing in the barricade.
But he's keeping it on him, and now he lets him go. My God, he's ragdolling Mark
That
Briscoe.
was awesome.
Moose is asserting himself in this match, and hey, I mean, again, to reiterate, he referred to.
No, I'm not even joking you, John. If I'm WWE or somebody that works inside the WWE that has access to the upper crust, and I watch this show and I see somebody who is of that size do a freaking drop kick that high, I am literally texting somebody who can get directly in touch with Vince right now.
Yeah, I mean, that athleticism, I think was the surprise of the night this far. And you see there the diving headbutt there. And I'll tell you, Moose has really opened my eyes here tonight. I mean, again, I remember not giving him a lot of flack and maybe even giving him some praise in Final Battle. But here, it seems like he's really been refining his game and coming into his own. We'll see what the remainder of the match looks like. And now he's trying to come off the ropes here. Briscoe had it scouted, sends Moose to the outside. Oh, he's going to vault over the ropes here.
Yep. Oh, he caught him.
Moose caught him. And see, again, Briscoe should have had that scouted, that power. Oh, fall away slam right
into the barricade.
Wow. This may be Moose's to win, guys. I mean,
he is dominating Mark Briscoe. How many people get to say that?
Not many. I mean, again, you think ROH, you think Briscoes, you have to. I mean, and Mark, granted, you know, I don't think he's had the same success as his brother Jay has had in singles, but still, he's not somebody you take lightly or you underestimate. And Moose here is just treating him like a child. It's unbelievable. And now you see Mark is going to try and fight back here. Look at that, Moose still on his feet. I mean, he got taken down on his feet once in this matchup.
Twice if you count his own volition with the fall-away slam.
Yeah, that's true. But and he catches him again,
and the lariat.
What a lariat! Just vaults him up and takes him down. The power, shoots the half and only gets 2. But my God, folks, you have to imagine with every pin attempt, Briscoe is getting more and more tired, more and more exhausted, and these power maneuvers, I'd be feeling loopy after that clothesline. I know what's Moose got going on here again.
Another fall-away slam. Oh, he went for it.
Got scouted. There's the dropkick to the back, sending Moose to the outside. Veda Scott looking a little concerned.
Suicide dive. Oh, nice. Missile dropkick.
Oh, the dropkick, and you see Moose there trying to keep his balance.
Is he going to go for another crossbody here? Is Moose going to catch it again? Oh, blockbuster!
The blockbuster there by Mark Briscoe. And that could be what Briscoe needed to turn the tide here, Ashton.
Stokely Hathaway's facial expressions are pretty ace, I gotta say.
He is freaking out. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't blame him. It's kind of like, you know, when Brock Lesnar eats a sizable amount of offense. You know, when you have a monster, you don't really expect him to get hurt. And there's the shotgun elbow drop, the Cactus Jack elbow by Mark Briscoe. Beautifully executed. But yeah,
he even did the bang bang taunt beforehand. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. The picture perfect, if you ask me. But yeah, when you have a monster and you see the armor pierced, when you see them actually looking vulnerable, yeah, your eyes are going to bug out of your head for sure. And now, what do I always say about guys like Moose, Ashton? You know, it's always about the defensive game. I'm interested to see how Moose can play defense. And you see there, he got to his feet. I may have to wait a little longer to see
it. He landed on his feet!
Beautiful counter by Mark.
Oh,
but there's
there it is!
There's the spear! Can he get the cover here? And he does hook the leg. 1, 2, 3 count. Moose gets the win.
Wow.
Beautiful. Moose gets the victory.
The new streak.
I was thinking this may be the time we get to see Moose defensively, but he didn't even give Mark Briscoe the chance. Good God, the resiliency of Moose. And here we see again that spear. Turning Mark Briscoe inside out like he's in an accordion, for God's sakes, folding him up. And Moose gets the win here, Ashton.
I love that Moose does a full front flip when he does his spear. I think that's so cool, and it makes his spear different from anyone else's spear.
Oh, and look at that. Moose was actually going to do it. Moose was actually going to show respect, but Veda Scott's stopping him here.
Yeah, she's kind of the worst. I feel like she's the Natalya of ROH.
Even Stokely Hathaway was like, come on, Veda, what was that about? And, yeah, so you have 2 people in that camp that didn't seem to agree with it, but Veda Scott, which is funny because she wasn't even a part of this original packaging. Again, she turned on RD Evans. She's hitching her wagon to this, but I think she's trying to have more skin in the game, so to speak. Very interesting there. The power
Yeah.
play we just saw.
Oh, Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson, Indie Taker.
Oh, the Young Bucks.
Super Kick Party DVD. I want it.
Oh, man. I think two of the core members in my mind of the Bullet Club. I mean, these guys are
Are there any uncool members of the Bullet Club?
certainly not. The Bullet Club is where it's at, folks. It's probably the coolest faction in professional wrestling right now, in my estimation.
I would argue that the least cool member of the Bullet Club is AJ Styles, but he's still probably the best.
Yeah, and that's a 37-year-old man right there, still owning the wrestling world like no other.
Yeah.
I mean that's really all I feel the need to say in regards to legitimizing or kind of validating the Bullet Club and the Young Bucks. I mean, they will be in action against reDRagon tonight for the tag team titles, and it's expect a barn burner, there, folks.
Well, I mean, you're talking about the Young Bucks. I already brought up AJ Styles. He's facing ACH tonight, and that match is going to be bonkers.
You're talking ACH, I think, has got so much to prove.
Oh, we're about to get our triple threat tag team championship match. Or it's not for the championships, but I know Bullet Club, Anderson and Gallows are the New Japan tag team champions. We've got to check out that the New Beginning in Osaka show from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm sure it was good. I mean, New Japan is absolutely wonderful. And Ashton, the thing is here, you have to imagine that the winner of this triple threat tag team matchup could stake a pretty legitimate claim at being next in line for the ROH tag team titles. For the winner between reDRagon and Young Bucks tonight.
Maybe if one of the two ROH teams wins, I could see it. But if I don't know what are they gonna do about Doc Gallows not being there?
See, and that's what intrigues me about this matchup is how are they going to address that matter? And I think we will see that soon enough.
Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, the most charismatic tag team in ROH.
Yeah, Matt Taven.
Well, I guess behind the Briscoes, because they have a different kind of charisma that you just can't teach. How you do it?
That is certainly true, and spot on Enzo Amore reference there, my friend. And Matt Taven, going over to the dark side, so to speak, with the Kingdom after he failed to defeat, Jay Lethal for the ROH Television Championship. And I believe his last chance matchup, what was that, at Baseball? Or they had it at the Baseball Diamond. It was a steel cage match. And that was Matt Taven's last opportunity. When he lost it, you could just see all over his face. He didn't know what he was going to do. I mean, the epitome of desperation. And his answer was found.
And then within a few months, they were talking about how Matt's coming back. And everyone thought they were talking about Matt Hardy because he was technically a member of the Kingdom for a while as well. But it ended up being Taven.
Yeah, and Matt Taven, I mean, that's where he found his answer was in the Kingdom. So it'll be very interesting to see how this team does. I mean, I have nothing but nice things to say about Mike Bennett. I think he is an amazing athlete. And Matt Taven, I certainly don't have anything bad to say either after that series of matches he had with Jay Lethal. But, I mean, you look at these guys, the Addiction, Kazarian, Chris Daniels, two guys that don't need any introduction.
These guys are one of the very, very few indie tag teams that I've seen that I just can't seem to get into. I mean, they're not bad by any means. I don't dislike them, but I definitely don't get excited when I see their name on a card.
And I don't blame you. I think the Addiction is kind of that weird team that either you take to them or you don't. And again, you even conceded, like, you don't think they're bad in any way. It's just like they're not your cup of tea and just like, oh my God, the Addiction. Now, I saw some of their promo work and stuff, in ROH with the shows we watched and, when they were still a thing in TNA. I think, they're very fun. They kind of remind me of like an ENC, an Edge and Christian, so to speak, with how they cut promos at times, and certainly got a lot of charisma in that regard, but we'll see if they can get the job done here.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've seen them go against the world's cutest tag team in PWG, Candice and Joey, and to me, Candice and Joey are infinitely more charismatic and entertaining than these guys.
Oh, I love Candice and Joey. They're they're just a great combination.
Because, I
And
mean,
they're
like, when you compare that match, the Candice and Joey versus the Addiction match, to the Candice and Joey versus Chuck Taylor and Johnny Gargano match, it's no comparison.
yeah, completely agree with you there. Chuck Taylor is love. Chuck Taylor is life. And speaking of such praise, here is the Bullet Club
Machine
Carl
gun.
Anderson.
Ah.
Whether you like it or not, folks, the Bullet Club owns the wrestling world.
Yes, they do.
And to me,
they really are at the top of the wrestling pyramid outside of WWE.
I mean, Ashton, at the risk of exposing my arrogance, which I've never had a problem doing in the past, I mean, I'll say it. I feel like anytime the Bullet Club doesn't have championships, it's only a question of when they're going to gain them back, not if.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Anderson and Gallows lost the titles at Wrestle Kingdom 9, and literally at the next big event, the New Beginning in Osaka show, they won them back.
Yeah, I mean these guys, Carl Anderson, whoever may take his place, and just the Bullet Club in general, just such a dominant entity in the wrestling world.
Oh, Carl Anderson's saying he doesn't need a partner.
Is he going to defend these titles by himself?
Oh man, I don't know if he's gonna be by himself for the whole match, but he's definitely starting the match by himself.
I mean, it's certainly not unprecedented to see a guy defend the tag team title single-handedly. I mean, I've certainly seen it before. I know you have as well. But the question is, can Carl Anderson overcome it? What a kick to the head!
He's
Holy
amazing.
crap!
I hope this entire match is the Addiction versus the Kingdom, intermittently interrupted by Carl Anderson just giving Carl Anderson's shotgun cutters or whatever they are to everybody.
Carl Anderson, I mean, here's the thing. Even though I know he's by himself and statistically, the odds kind of frown upon him here, I'm certainly not counting him out. Carl Anderson,
no, I mean, you can't Carl Anderson.
I mean, he's such a tremendous athlete, and you see there he actually does the show of respect there with Kazarian. Another man who, for me personally, I've always been quite high on Kazarian. I never felt like he really reached his full potential in his time in TNA. And I'm glad to see he's part of a tag team that he enjoys in the Addiction with Christopher Daniels. I just think Kazarian's such a phenomenal athlete. And you're going to see a demonstration of that here with that Hurricane Rana. And oh man, if you're Carl Anderson, you've got nobody to tag. You better watch how much exposure you give yourself in this matchup, because I mean, how much defense are you going to be able to play when you have nobody to fall back on? It's really going to be a detriment. But again,
I just used my phone with Wikipedia to refresh myself, and the name of Carl Anderson's cutter is the gun stun. So
the gun stun. Oh, God, Carl Anderson.
And that's what I want to see, just all match.
We'll see. I mean, I guess the one benefit, if you want to call it that Carl Anderson has, is that I guess I was mistaken. Given that this is a triple threat tag team matchup, I should have remembered, and that's my fault, and I apologize, that he could tag in other people. He could tag in a member of the Kingdom or the Addiction if he wanted to take that breather. So, I mean, that may actually play to his favor.
Yeah, I mean, that really does almost completely remove his disadvantage, because, I mean, if he starts to feel worn out in the ring, he still has the opportunity to tag out. It's just that when he tags out, he no longer retains the ability to win the match because he won't have his partner in there.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Somebody would have to tag in Carl Anderson and make him the legal man in this matchup for it to matter, for him to get the
let me put it this way. There's no physical disadvantage. There's only a technical disadvantage.
Exactly, and it is a pretty sizable one, though, all the same. So I am glad you and I really talked this out.
Oh, dude, David just used Moonlight Drive, and they tipped up.
And I'm going to sue somebody on behalf of the Jomo Sapiens everywhere, but I will give Matt Taven this. It was beautifully executed. As you see now, Carl Anderson stole the tag, a nice snapmare takedown right into the knee. And see, this is what I love about Carl Anderson. To me, and again,
he's a freaking ring general, man.
He's a ring general, and even though, again, limited exposure, so maybe I'm talking out of one side of my ass here, he just strikes me as such a throwback with how he carries himself offensively. Yeah. I love it.
There's definitely some Steve Austin in there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, right down to the look with the bald head and the goatee. And
You
the
see that?
black trunks and the black knee pads and the black boots and yeah.
I mean, even his side headlocks look like they suffocate you. Like Carl Anderson puts his bag in everything.
Yeah,
And Christopher, and now look at that, right there.
Oh, and he just clocked Matt Taven.
Hey, he said he didn't need a partner, and then it closed back.
Oh,
my
face!
God, Dad, you're done. Good night.
He's gonna catch him, isn't he? No, he didn't. Dang it.
I thought he was going to, but Christopher Daniels. You know, it's amazing what Christopher Daniels is capable of when he puts down the apple martini and he gets to work.
He does love his appletinis.
I know, you see. Oh, Kazarian had it scouted. What a leg drop there to Mike Bennett. And Matt Taven there again with the kick.
Matt Taven's going to fly.
Maybe. Oh, man, vaulting over.
He got caught,
though. He got caught.
Bennett's going to do something? No.
Bennett slides through.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Wow. Well, you know, I can appreciate the Addiction's, endeavors to bring tag teams closer together. I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, they're all about giving.
You know, the Addiction's tagline is you have permission to worship us now, and you have to figure if they get the win here tonight, they'll want to give everybody permission to worship them. They're legends in their own minds, but they can certainly back it up. Personally, and look at that. Oh, I thought Daniels may have done like a sunset flip powerbomb there, but no, it was Bennett that caught him. And I was just getting ready to say to you, Ashton, for me personally, as much as I love Carl Anderson to death, I really actually think the Kingdom may get the win here tonight. I just have a strange feeling this may be the Kingdom's to win.
How hilarious would it be if Anderson won this by himself, though?
I could see it happening again. Like, I wouldn't even be that shocked. Like, we've seen it happen before, so there is a precedent that exists, and it's Carl freaking Anderson. Like,
well, we've seen it happen before, but have we seen it happen in ROH before? Is there precedent there?
I don't think there's a precedent there, and that's the interesting thing. Like, Carl Anderson could carve out a little piece of history tonight. You see there, Bennett gets a tag, and Bennett is just so good.
Yeah, so arrogant.
I'll tell you, we were talking earlier about how, how Moose impressed you so much that, if you're somebody with connections, you get to Vince right now and say, hey, let me hook you up. We need to get this guy. That's the exact same way I feel about Mike Bennett. I feel like he has such an upside.
Yeah.
And there you see.
The difference there, though, is that Mike Bennett is only like 5'11", I think. 6 foot maybe at most.
And you see there he tags in Matt Taven. What kind of double team we got here? Spine buster. And then Taven.
Moonsault. Lionsault.
Lionsault there by Taven. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you see Daniels, though, only gets a 2 count.
Matt Taven is so underrated.
He really showed me what an incredible athlete he was again in that series of matches between him and Jay Lethal. Just absolutely incredible. Again, their cage match, which was Matt Taven's final opportunity at the television. They did a splash off the cage that would have brought a smile to Jimmy Snuka's face, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's funny because there are moments when he actually looks like Snuka.
Yeah, I agree. He's even got a little bit like the ponytail rocking tonight with his hair and everything, and it's
that's what I mean. Like when his hair gets like frizzy and starts to like stick out a little bit, he kind of has that like 15 minutes into a match Jimmy Snuka look.
And how intelligent was that? Even though he just ate the Saito suplex there. I mean, Mike Bennett, and it may be all for naught now, but Mike Bennett taking away Kazarian from the apron for Christopher Daniels' tag.
Oh, he tagged in Carl Anderson instead.
Oh, man. And see, those are the kinds of openings, though, actually, that we talked about that Carl Anderson is going to so desperately need. So if you're the Kingdom, you're kind of kicking yourself because you just gave him that opening. I think that's what makes the dynamic of a triple threat tag team matchup so interesting.
Well, the Kingdom didn't give him that opening.
Well, I mean,
the Kingdom, yeah, my bad. Or no. The Addiction gave him that opening because it was Daniels that made the tag.
Well, it was Daniels that made the tag, but he only made the tag because Mike Bennett knocked Kazarian off the apron. I mean, obviously that was going to be the original recourse for Daniels. But what are you going to do when you're feeling the tank is on E? And now Anderson just unloading on the Kingdom here.
Oh, he went for the stun gun.
And super kick.
Oh, he speared Taven.
Oh, that's not good. This match is breaking down, and there was the first miscue of the night from the Kingdom. The
gun stun. No.
I want to call it stun gun. It's weird that it's gun stun, but I'm going to have to...
He's the gun, and he's the one doing the stunning.
Right. But look at Kazarian there. Now he's in this thing. Livening things up. Bulldog off the road. No,
What a
side
Russian
leg sweep. Very interesting there. Look at Carl Anderson, though, with the go behind.
Oh, I thought he was going to hold on there.
Oh, Kazarian got the pin. Oh, no, look at that. He catches him. There's the
Double
Northern
pin,
Lights.
1, 2. Broken
And
up.
there's the breaking
Beautiful.
up by Mike Bennett there. Mike Bennett, great situational awareness, knew where to be, knew what he had to do. And you see now Christopher Daniels on the apron, getting himself together.
Oh, man. Wait a minute. Why is Frankie Kazarian legal right now?
I think somebody must have tagged him in that we didn't see with all the action going on. And now, oh, man.
Oh, what a double stomp. And
Beautiful.
the dive.
The dive. Look at the addiction isolating everybody else. And now it's Kazarian alone with Carl Anderson. Or it should be. Did Carl Anderson take a breather? No. Okay, they are still fighting. Anderson now is on the apron.
Oh, my God. Kazarian hit a cutter.
Oh, well, beautiful cutter there by Kazarian. And, oh, it was like 2 3/4 there. And Kazarian can't believe it, looking a little frustrated. And
Nice
look at that
axe
spinning
kick.
heel kick, yeah. The Kingdom, not to be denied. They're trying to get back in this.
He's
And
going to hit
Carl
a
Anderson,
out of this. Yes.
beautiful. He connects. 2. And oh, look at the Kingdom at the last second comes in. Now, if they would be able to just take Carl Anderson out, that could be a huge asset. As you see now, they take him to the corner. No, now Mike Bennett gets the tag. That was, I think, a legal tag. I don't know if Kazarian's even legal anymore. I have no idea what's going on. And now you see Taven took the tag there from Bennett. Twist of fate there from Bennett, paying homage to Matt Hardy. And now Taven's on the top rope. What is he going to do, a swanton now?
Probably, yeah. Yep.
And yeah, there it is. 2. And then again, another kick out. Kazarian stays alive. It was a beautiful looking swanton there from Matt Taven.
That's what happens when you try and imitate the original.
Exactly. Now the addiction coming in. Oh, look at that capture. Oh, and using the feet. Beautiful. That was brilliant. That looked like a neck breaker, thunder bomb kind of combo. I don't know. Carl Anderson back in here, but look at that running STO there from Daniels. Wow.
When I first saw that, I couldn't tell if it was an STO from Daniels or an inverted STO from Anderson.
Yeah. And oh, look at Taven there with the kick. Oh, went for it again from Daniels. Man. Taven is so good. Ducks the clothesline from Daniels. Ducks another clothesline from Daniels.
But the double clothesline.
Oh, beautiful. Bodies are everywhere right now.
These guys are doing a great job. I'm really impressed with the work because I kind of thought that this match would be one of the more like, oh yeah, that was decent, but nothing great matches. But this match has been pretty freaking great so far.
Absolutely. I'm totally engaged. And you have to imagine, I wonder if Carl Anderson really is going to do this entire thing by himself, because I'll be honest, I keep waiting for somebody to emerge to help Carl Anderson. But no, he's going in it alone. Oh, Angels Wings here from Daniels, but Anderson. Touchdown there.
Another one? Oh, he went for it.
Oh, but look at Kazarian had it so well scouted. Oh, but look at Mike Bennett there.
Side effect.
Beautiful side. No chop there. Uppercut. I think Anderson, what he's going to do, he's going to try and slow it down just a little bit, just enough to
where he just got caught.
But he hits a super kick
and a spear.
And that's where the man advantage is so important. And I can admire Carl Anderson's gumption, but 2 is always going to be greater than 1. Going back to those jobbers cutting that promo.
Man, I have never seen Matt Taven as a high flyer, but holy crap, has he been flying off the top rope a lot tonight.
Look at that capture.
And there it is.
Get the win. And look at that. The Kingdom got the win.
Good call, dude. You called the crap out of that.
I just had a feeling that those 2 were going to show up tonight. And I started to kind of regret my decision, I'll be honest with you, when I saw that they had the miscue earlier on in the matchup. And they just pinned one half of the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions.
Not Junior, the Tag Team Champions.
Oh, just the Tag Team Champions, my mistake.
Yeah. Junior Tag Team Champions are reDRagon.
Okay. But still, they pinned the IWGP Tag Team Champions. And you have to imagine what implications that may hold. And this was one of the ROH teams, Ashton. So again, maybe even if not that, maybe the ROH Tag Team titles.
Yeah.
And the addiction is looking so peeved.
Well, with Matt Taven's performance in that match, I would love to see those guys go against reDRagon.
Oh, I think it would be a barn burner to be sure. Carl Anderson gave one hell of an effort doing this by himself. You have to imagine,
And it
Doug.
makes sense that he would be the one to eat the pin because he's by himself, so it's perfect. Oh,
It
are we
does.
going to get Roddy Strong versus BJ Whitmer next? I am so ready for Steve Corino's hate boner.
It says a lot about the greatness of ROH commentary when that's one of the highlights of this matchup here. So, yeah.
Steve Corino's amazing.
I hate BJ Whitmer's face. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, the decade just having a breakdown. And what's funny is, from my understanding, Ashton, because you linked me to somebody that gave all the intel on every matchup, taking place here tonight. And if my understanding is correct, BJ Whitmer wanted to bring it's Page, right? Not Pierce, it's Adam Page.
Correct.
Into the decade. Roderick Strong did not agree with that decision, with that motion. BJ Whitmer carried it out anyway. Roderick Strong ended up leaving, and there's just been this dissension ever since, and now they're going to settle it here. And you have to imagine Steve Corino is going to be waving his Roderick Strong flag all the way tonight from bell to bell because he just hates BJ Whitmer with an unbridled passion.
Yeah. And I mean, for what it's worth, Adam Page has been pretty freaking exceptional since he's been competing more frequently. So if there's anything that I'm going to ever agree with BJ Whitmer on, it would be that.
Well, I mean, what did I even say with Adam Page and his emergence, as a heel? Because I thought it was going to be the whole angle because he was the towel boy getting the water and this and that. And I thought he was going to be sick of the decades crap and he was going to be this really heroic kind of baby face. But instead, he has become this really vicious, ruthless heel.
Yeah.
I just think that's such a refreshing take on the story. Not that I would have minded if he did the babyface rep, but just the idea that no, you know what? I worked for this, I paid my dues, and I still won it. I think is just such a nice take on the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's refreshing.
And you got to imagine, I mean, I'm very curious how this matchup is going to play out here. Roderick Strong, as you and I know, has had success elsewhere going into this show. I mean, he is the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla world champion.
Yep.
Beat Kyle O'Reilly for that belt.
Spoilers for those of you that haven't seen Black Coal Sun yet, but it has been out for like 2 months, so.
Yeah, I mean, I just figured it was old news at this point, so I apologize for not prefacing it by saying spoilers. But yes, I mean, we know that Roderick Strong does have that success elsewhere. We'll see if it can continue on this show tonight, ROH's 13th anniversary show. So.
Man, Roderick Strong is so good. And he's not even good on the mic. He's just funny on the mic because he says things that you would never even think to say. Like, he's telling BJ Whitmer that he's an old man that's been dropped on his head a few times. And, like, BJ Whitmer literally, like, I don't know if it was, like, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but Mike Bennett dropped him on his head, literally, on the canvas, the edge of the canvas, like where Kevin Owens power bombs people.
Right.
Mike Bennett did a pile driver to BJ Whitmer and it was botched, and Whitmer legit got dropped on his head and broke his neck. So.
Well, you got to imagine, man, that BJ Whitmer won't take those comments too kindly, and he'll be looking to work out all of his aggression here.
There's Jimmy Jacobs, followed by Adam Page. I have definitely become quite the Adam Page fan. I want to see a lot more from this kid. I really like him.
I want to see more from him too. I mean, I echo your sentiments wholeheartedly. Again, I saw the aggression he demonstrated. I believe it was in a match against Roderick Strong, and I was just so impressed. And then just thinking, wow, I did not expect that from him at all. And
Mr. ROH, here we go, Roddy.
Mr.
The
ROH.
Messiah of the Backbreaker.
Yeah. And I love that is his moniker. I love that he's taken a maneuver that I just thought was so basic and by the numbers, like the backbreaker, and he does such variations of it that, I can buy it putting a man down. Here we go. Not wasting any time. Trading soup bones immediately are Roderick Strong and BJ Whitmer here as the streamers still come flying. Oh, a clothesline BJ Whitmer out of the ring there.
Over the top? No. Oh, he just did a baseball slide drop kick. He is so done. Oh, wow.
There's the forearm there off the apron. And you have to imagine if you're BJ Whitmer, you probably didn't want the match to start off that way. But it happened, BJ. It happened. And oh, look at that nice shot there. Folks, I can tell you right now from these opening minutes, I don't expect this really technically, sound wrestling matchup. Don't expect fireman's carries. Don't expect a lot of waist logs. No, I think these two are looking to fight each other, not wrestle each other.
Yeah, they're looking to kill each other. Do you want to know when I was first ever introduced to Roderick Strong?
When was that?
It was a TNA show in I think like 2005, and there was an 8-man tag team elimination X match, and it was Alex Shelley, Christopher Daniels, Roderick Strong, and Samoa Joe versus Austin Aries, Chris Sabin, Matt Bentley, and Sanjay Dutt. And Matt Bentley, I believe, was formerly Michael Shane, Maverick Matt, Martyr, Omega Griffin. He was known as quite a few things, but Matt Bentley at the time. So yeah, that was my first real exposure to Roddy Strong, and I've kind of been a fan of his pretty much ever since. And even more recently, when he got his run as the ROH World Champion, man, his heel work is so good.
And speaking of something that's so good, that double A spinebuster there by BJ Whitmer was perfection.
Yes, sir.
And really got to give him credit. And you see Jimmy Jacobs on commentary there. The Decade, it's nice to see they really haven't lost any or confidence, I should say, since the departure of Roderick Strong, going his own way. And, the Decade, as the name implies, it's these 10-year veterans. And I think that's what rubbed Roderick Strong the wrong way about Adam Page coming in the group, because he didn't fit that criteria, he didn't fit that mold. But
well, I mean, they're 10-year veterans, but the whole moniker of the group is that they see kids that have been around for less than that, like 3, 4, 5, 6 years, as disrespectful to their elders, their seniors, their veterans, whatever you want to call them. And they were almost they referred to Adam Page as their young boy, like kind of like him in Japan, where he's basically their bitch for a certain amount of time. But I mean, a young boy can't be a young boy forever. You've eventually got to introduce him as an actual talent and give him a gimmick and that kind of stuff. So, as traditional that they would have done what BJ Whitmer said they should have done. So in that sense, I do agree with BJ, and I think that if that actually is the storyline, which I don't know because I haven't really paid a ton of attention to the ROH television show, but if that really is the storyline, then for once I actually am on BJ Whitmer's side, but I'm still cheering for Roddy just because he's my preferred guy.
Absolutely. And oh, what a snap power slam there by BJ Whitmer. I mean, I got to say, I'm a fan of Roderick Strong too, but BJ Whitmer has shown me offensively he is so on point. And there's the blatant choke there. He got 5 to break it. I think he held it up to 3. Referee admonishing BJ Whitmer there not to choke. I mean, I wanted
Ashley Remington, I break on 1, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, Ashley Remington, so much win. So much freaking win. And look at that. BJ Whitmer doing a backbreaker to the messiah of the backbreaker, and I think he was kind of smirking about it because I think he's just as self-aware as we all are about that fact.
Yeah, Roddy's not going to take that standing or sitting down, though. He's definitely, I mean, once he starts getting hulked up, so to say, he's going to start firing off backbreakers like they're going out of style.
BJ Whitmer just might learn before the night is over that payback's a bitch, and so is Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
That remains to be seen. As you see
I
now,
think it might be, I think he's started to use it more as a finisher now, but I love Roderick's vertical suplex release backbreaker.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty. I know exactly what you're talking about. That is gorgeous, and I do think we'll see that here. But BJ Whitmer, though, really impressed me because, I mean, earlier he just scored just a straight shot to the face of Roderick Strong that got him down, and BJ Whitmer almost seems like he's toying with Roderick here with the shots. But now Roderick responding with the forearms.
Oh, shut down with a right hook.
Again, those strikes.
Saito suplex.
Beautiful. And I mean, Ashton, here's one thing you and I really haven't talked about, too much in the context of this matchup. The X factor, the wild card, so to speak, very well could be the presence of Adam Page and Jimmy Jacobs.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
actually just getting ready to say it looked almost like when Roddy went off the ropes on the far side, it looked almost like Adam Page was getting in the aisle, almost as if he was trying to block Roderick from trying to get away. Like he's expecting Roderick to try to escape, and he's trying to block him from being able to do so.
right, right. And oh, look at BJ Whitmer, man, is just stepping on the fingers of Roderick Strong.
I
Uh,
think BJ Whitmer's character is just literally that he's a scumbag.
yeah. I mean, I think that would certainly be an accurate assessment as far as Steve Corino's concerned.
I was just gonna say, and even if that's not the case, I think Steve Corino would still agree with me.
I mean, it's funny that these guys who really were a part of this for so long together, that being the decade, that he would show Roderick such blatant disrespect by, stepping on the fingers and again, just almost toying with him in parts. And see, that's what it gets you, though. That jumping in Zaguri by Roderick Strong while BJ Whitmer is perched on the top rope. That's what you call a tide turner, folks. And I think Roderick Strong's about to take full advantage of it.
Oh man, he's about to do something big.
Could it be a superplex off the top here?
No freaking way. Is he gonna drop this into a backbreaker? I might die. No. Okay.
No, just yeah, I would have died as well. That would have been absolutely insane. But I don't
That
think
would have been
impossible.
retarded.
Yeah, I don't think impossible though. So I mean, hell, I will give ROH this much. Sometimes when they do kind of the near fall of death sort of thing where it just goes back and forth, it gets to be a little much. But they do things in that ring, a lot of their athletes, that just kind of blow my mind. And I'm like, did he seriously just do that?
Oh man, it looks like Roddy's starting to turn the tide here. He's got some momentum. And the
And
kick,
that's
yeah, he's keeping BJ at a distance.
ducks the clothesline. Here we go.
Oh, the sick kick!
There's a chop. There's another chop.
I guess that wasn't a sick kick. If
Yeah, there's a clothesline. Oh, vaults over Whitmer. Oh, but Whitmer catches him, though. But Roderick easily slides out. And there's the drop kick.
It looked almost like he hit a sick kick there, but then BJ Whitmer just stood right back up. So either my sight is going bad or Roddy did a completely different move that just kind of looked like a sick kick.
Well, I may have had the same kind of look, but it was a clothesline.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
And you see there, BJ went with the clubby blows to the back of the head, and runs in with the knee. I love it. Yep. He had the follow through.
Angle slam.
Angle slam. I guess we'll call it the Roderick slam. Goes with the cover. 2.
I think the technical term nowadays is the Olympic slam.
In my wrestling video games, they call it the Wrestling Hero Slam. So there are like so many different names for it. Yeah.
Wrestling Hero Slam. Oh my god. Of course they would. Because that's totally what Kurt Angle is. He's a wrestling hero who just so happens to get drunk tweet a lot and then act like he was hacked.
Remember when the 3 eyes were a thing? Intensity.
I know, dude. I hated him so much for that, but I shouldn't have because it was actually, in good stuff.
No,
the kick to the face.
Oh, what a kick to the face. And now look at this.
Fisherman sidewinder.
Fisherman sidewinder, but he keeps it locked in. And then the actual Fisherman suplex, man.
Oh, I thought that was it. I thought it's ROH, so I should never expect a match to end with a suplex, but the way the ref was counting, I thought that was going to be a 3.
See, now if Curtis Axel wants to do something, that should be his variation of it.
The sidewinder.
Yeah, the sidewinder, and then he holds it, and then he does a perfect plex. I could totally get into that. I don't know, you see, slides out again from, could have been a, maybe he would have even done that vertical release backbreaker, but... Oh, beautiful baseball slider. Oh, again, slides under. Roderick Strong speed. Is he going to get it here? Oh, no, and he does. And, kid, there it is. There's the kick. Cover, 2. And BJ Whitmer still kicks out.
Oh, my God. The sick kick has officially been DDT'd. He used that move to win the ROH title from, I believe, Eddie Edwards. Or was it Davey? It might have even been Davey Richards. I don't remember.
Well, Ashton, you've got to imagine that a baseball slide to Adam Page to neutralize him, that's not going to go unanswered by the decade.
I know, right?
And Roderick Strong may be kind of kicking himself that he didn't get the win off that sick kick.
Kicking himself like he's been kicking everyone else.
Exactly, but here's the thing. I mean, you do that and it doesn't get the job done, and BJ Whitmer has proven himself to be more than capable. Add on top of that the outside influence, and Roderick Strong may have a bit more to overcome than even he estimated. But again, now we're back in this territory, quite familiar. We saw Roderick Strong get a superplex earlier. What's he going to try for here? And oh, BJ Whitmer counters, face planting Roderick Strong. Can he get into the cover? Hooks the leg, 2, and Strong.
Oh wow, I just looked it up, and Roddy won the ROH title from Tyler Black.
Ah.
Man, it's crazy. I'm getting my ROH 2010 to 2014 mixed up.
Yeah, Seth Rollins probably thinking, man, I went from that
Oh,
to
he kissed him on the mouth.
Kissed him on the mouth. What the heck?
Oh, Roddy took offense. He's angry. You are so dead, BJ. 2 knees with an elbow strike in between. This is going to be the neck back break.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
That's got to be it. It's got to be over.
Referee's
2,
position.
3, yeah.
3. Wow. Roderick Strong gets the win.
Roderick, he just got so angry that BJ would dare try and kiss him.
Wow.
Oh my God, that flurry of offense. The knee, the elbow, the knee, oh my God.
I have got to say, I am personally shocked that Adam Page and Jimmy Jacobs did not play a bigger role in this matchup. And now if I'm Roderick Strong, I'm going to celebrate my victory in the back. I'm going to get the heck out of there. I do not want to be alone with the decade because you just saw Jimmy Jacobs in the background. His headset.
Into a backbreaker is ridiculous.
It's a thing of beauty. It really is.
Oh my God.
Roderick Strong taking my advice, getting the hell out of Dodge, celebrating with the ROH faithful here.
Wow.
BJ Whitmer, see, and that's the thing. I mean, not to sound like Steve Corino here, but I think BJ Whitmer is nobody to blame but himself. I think he got way too arrogant in there. He got way too comfortable. And he got so arrogant that he tried to plant a kiss. And yeah, you can't make this stuff up, folks. Tried to plant a kiss on Roderick Strong's mouth, and he paid for it. Simple as that.
Yeah, Roddy went into full rage mode at that point. It was like, as soon as he started doing the jumping knees, I was like, okay, it's over. That's it. You're dead.
The 13th anniversary of ROH, Roderick Strong can call himself a winner.
Oh, I think we're about to get the ladies' fight with Maria Kanellis versus ODB. One dirty Briscoe, she's calling herself now.
It works out so perfectly.
Yep.
Honestly, because I've seen ODB stuff in TNA, and I've never been the biggest fan or anything, but
I feel like there's something to her that I just don't get.
But I will say this, if her gimmick ever fit anywhere, it's with the Briscoes. It just seems really perfect.
And I guess the whole storyline here is when Jay Briscoe came back from his injury, he still had the ROH World title, and they didn't recognize it as official because they had already crowned a new champion. So he basically saw it as worthless, and he ended up giving it to Maria, and she decked it out in pink feathers and now calls it
the title of love.
Yeah, there you go. Good job, John. The title of love. And the Briscoes, I guess, they're trying to get that championship back, but they can't fight Maria because she's a girl and they won't hit a girl. So they had to get a girl to do their work for them.
And see, this is where I have to commend ROH, because how many times have we said, Ashton, particularly with the Authority storyline in 7 Man, you have a female heel who's doing all this great work, but the problem is, how are they going to, feel their comeuppance? How are they going to feel the wrath of the babyface? And the Briscoes go out of their way. They recruit ODB, one dirty Briscoe, to do the job. And now, I could see Maria having hell to pay tonight.
She's so good.
Still incredibly jealous of Mike Bennett.
She still cuts a decent promo. It's crazy.
Yeah, Maria, it's funny because I was so happy for Maria, when she was able to come to ROH and kind of, do what she personally wanted to do. I would often read in interviews that she would pitch so many things to WWE and she would always get shot down, and I'm wondering how she feels about this whole give divas a chance kind of movement going on in WWE. She's probably kind of laughing all the way to the bank because she's doing good work in ROH, even just as of LA. Now we're going to see her compete tonight.
This is either her third or fourth match that she's had in ROH. I want to say it's her third.
I'm going to say it's her third, based on, again, that whole Reddit link that you gave me that kind of gave the background for every match on this card. This should be her only third official contest.
And this is only ODB's second for ROH.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, hopefully they put on something compelling that we can get into. I want to believe that ROH women are capable of putting on a match that's greater than your sort of stereotypical piss break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not holding anything back. I mean, look, NXT women and how Lucha Underground treats its women and everything else. I've just said, hey,
Literally everyone but WWE at
well,
this
yeah,
point.
literally everybody but WWE at this point. So yeah, I'm
Because I mean,
holding
even
ROH to some extent.
TNA, I'm not a huge fan of the women that they have, but at least they give their knockouts time.
Exactly.
I mean, from what I remember, Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong main evented an Impact before.
Yeah, they did. They did. And I remember that matchup. It was a great matchup. And we're seeing Maria now come out first on behalf of the Kingdom. You have to imagine that Mike Bennett's going to be in her corner here.
No, I don't know. No, it
No,
looks
I
like she's
think.
coming out by herself.
Wow. Look at Maria.
A Women of Honor match. The last Women of Honor match I remember was Sarah Del Rey versus Daisy Hayes, and neither one of them are even in the Ring of Honor anymore. Sarah Del Rey is working down at NXT as a trainer, and I have no clue what Daisy Hayes has been up to.
Yeah, Sarah Del Rey. I mean, that name immediately struck me like, oh, she's working with the women.
Yep,
Um,
Sarah Amato.
Wonder if we'll ever see her compete. I know there's been a lot of speculation about that. Is she just going to be purely a trainer full time, or are we going to see her in the ring?
You know what, dude? From what I understand, the WWE won't let her on TV
Wow, why is that?
because they don't like her look.
Oh wow, that's sad.
Yeah.
Well,
That's Antonio Cesaro / Claudio Castagnoli. That's his girl. They're together.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, imagine how he must feel hearing that crap.
I know, right? That's so terrible. Like,
That's
by the way, Claudio, that girlfriend of yours, I mean, we love the work she's been doing, but don't ever expect her on TV because we think she's not good looking enough. Like, wow. Talk about a shot to a freaking ego of both him and her. I mean, really, that's terrible in both cases. That's like them straight up saying you're not good enough because you're dating a girl that we see as not good enough.
yeah, it's really atrocious.
It is. And the crazy thing is she's not ugly by any means. She's an attractive girl.
I think I've seen pictures of her. Like, I don't see the problem.
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember reading they said something about how apparently cheerleader Melissa had a tryout with them and they didn't bring her in for the same reason because I guess John Laurinaitis said something about how you're an 8 and we're looking for 10s. Like, what a douchebag.
I thought Mark Carrano was a piece of shit.
Oh, no, John Laurinaitis. Well, really, that whole crew that's kind of hitched up with Vince, with the Laurinaitis, the Dunn, the Michael Hayes, they're all just a bunch of racist, sexist bigots.
Right. Can't wait to filter out the garbage in due time.
Oh, Maria's going to say she's sick, isn't she?
She didn't even really seem like she was dressed to compete, to be honest. I was a little concerned, like she came out looking like that. ODP doesn't really seem like she wants to air it. And I still find it suspicious that Maria came out by herself while ODB was accompanied by Mark Briscoe.
Oh, God, Maria said she's pregnant.
Wow. Oh, man. I wonder how Mike Bennett's feeling right now.
I know, right? He's probably in the back like, what? About this storyline, guys. It's not a storyline. What?
But I just dug through the trash this morning and I didn't find a single pregnancy test. And see, I knew it. And clocks ODB with the title.
Well, I think that's going to be it. No,
that's.
Yeah.
Oh, and she does. Wow.
Yeah.
And Maria ain't going to get out of this one so easily. But,
oh,
man, I figured. Yeah, it just seemed too suspicious. Maria looked very trepidatious, very tentative coming out there. No Mike Bennett, no Matt Taven. And yeah, that's.
God. Oh, look at Mark Briscoe. Jesus.
Equalizing the playing field is Mark Briscoe with that kick.
What the freak do you even call that?
Almost kind of looked like a kick that he Tommy does from time to time a little bit, a slight variation of it.
Being realistic, it looked like a sick kick. Roddy Strong.
Yeah.
Tommy's does look like that as well.
And there you see ODB there with the fallaway slam into the security barricade to Maria.
Well, he is just playing dead. I hope they get in the ring and Maria catches her in her small package.
Well, that's the thing here. What Maria just demonstrated in those opening minutes was she's very shrewd. I really would not trust Maria. I mean, yeah, she's a beautiful face to be sure, but there's a conniver underneath it all. And if ODB expects us to win this purely on power and all that stuff, she may be sorely mistaken. Because Maria, she clearly had a plan in mind, and who knows if that was the only plan she had in the bag. ODB there breaking the count. And
Oh, look
Maria
at Maria fighting back.
Is he beautiful? Now look at that chops to
I'm
ODB
surprised
there.
ODB isn't no-selling it.
Yeah, I expected her to.
I expected her to no-sell chops to the chest, considering she practically does that to herself all the time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, she's always running around grabbing herself and smacking herself in the chest, and then Maria does it, and it's like, I do that to myself all the time, right? What are you trying to do, lady?
Yeah, right? Oh, man. And now ODB going to continue the back power game. Fireman's carry, but look at Maria sliding out. Seeing that's just it, Maria.
Super kick!
What a super kick. Didn't expect that from Maria. Goes right into the cover.
1, 2. Kick out.
ODB kicks out. I don't know, believe it or not, I kind of find myself rooting for Maria here.
I know, I am too.
Look at that, what's she
more
trying
preference than...
Oh, and look at this!
Oh, my God!
Oh,
that's
God.
the mother of your child, Mike.
And Mark Briscoe taking out my Bennett. Here's the cover here, too. And
Maria kicked out!
Wow, I didn't expect that at all.
Maria just kicked out of a super kick from Mike Bennett. I don't know what that says. I mean, it's weird because, like, I feel like in ROH they don't really book women as equals to men. So it's almost like I almost have to kind of look at it as they see a super kick from a man to a woman as like the most devastating thing ever, and Maria just kicked out of it.
Right. Maria might pull this off. I mean, if ODB was ever going to win that matchup, I thought that would have been the move to do it. The miscue between her and Bennett.
Do you hear Steve Corino? He's talking about, why is she punching her in the stomach? He's so convinced she's pregnant.
Look at that. ODB just threw Maria onto Mike Bennett.
Well, and she kind of coincidentally hit Mark Briscoe as well.
Yeah,
is ODB going to do a crossbody to all three of them?
I think so. And look at Mark Briscoe. He's making sure he's shielded in the back, and there it is.
Nice.
So I guess this match
Mike
is
Bennett just keeps on rolling over to protect Maria. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can tell, like, they are legit together, so the love has got to be very, very fierce. So I find that very cool on Mike Bennett's part. But, yeah, I guess this match is no DQ because we've seen Maria use the championship belt. We've seen Mike Bennett get involved and do the super kick. And, yeah, just a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Seen a super kick from Maria herself?
Yeah, I know, right? And now look at this. ODB getting back on the apron, and Maria the same way. And now look at Mike Bennett again, but Mark Briscoe again cutting him off at the pass.
I love how much energy Mark Briscoe puts into simple stuff like this.
Oh, man, look at that. You talked about redneck kung fu.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah, with Moose earlier. And another miscue with the spear.
They're the worst married couple ever.
How are they even still together with all those miscues? Oh, God. Oh, God.
They've got
gonna get a doomsday device here?
Yep.
Oh!
Backflip to sell it. I was just getting ready to say that Bennett and Maria have approximately the same amount of chemistry as Katrina and Maxine.
Yeah.
Or not Katrina, Caitlyn and Maxine.
Yeah.
From that match back in like 2011 or 2010 or whenever it was that was so terrible.
Oh, man, what is Maria going to do? She can't even rely on the man that she, invested in to protect her and get the win for her.
I know, right?
And now this might be academic here. I mean, she ate the spear from Bennett. Fireman's carry. There's the drop. This is good. That's got to do it.
Was that a burning hammer? No.
2, 3. There it is.
What move was that?
It wasn't a burning hammer. I don't really know what it was. It wasn't a
burning hammer is like a torture rack into a DDT.
Yeah. It wasn't like a Celtic
TKO. It's more of a cutter, and that was a spinning neck breaker.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it.
Well, Mark Briscoe may have been unsuccessful in his endeavor tonight against Moose, but the Briscoes can at least lay claim to one victory. So they are 1-1 right now. Can Jay Briscoe
they're ripping apart the title of love.
Oh, man.
no.
They have wanted to do that for the longest time.
Yeah, they have.
And they got away, they got rid of their last roadblock to doing it, that being Maria. And there you see Mike Bennett again, carrying Maria to the back.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's about as common as Truth Martini interference. Which, by the way, if the next matchup is Jay Lethal versus Alberto El Patron, I will mark out because that was the
I
perfect
kind
segue.
of doubt it is because they've been really advertising it as like we have a triple main event tonight, and that's one of them. And then the tag title match with the Young Bucks and reDRagon is the other one. So I'm guessing those will be the final 3 matches.
What other matches do we have on the undercard, though? Because we just got to this.
Dude, AJ Styles versus ACH.
AJ Styles versus ACH.
That's the one that I've been looking forward to the most.
That's right. Oh, man, that's going to be really compelling because I wonder, AJ Styles. Isn't AJ Styles the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion?
Yes, he is.
I mean, ACH getting a victory like that. Plus, it's AJ freaking Styles, title or no title. It's really just a matter of beating a veteran of that caliber. And this could be a huge.
I think this might be our. I think this might actually be the match that's coming up next. ACH and AJ Styles.
This is gonna be insanity.
That's the only match that we have left, other than the 3 championship matches.
This match is going to be something, folks. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, right there, ACH. Oh man, this match is going to be insane.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
I read that ACH has been, I think some people would certainly say very disrespectful to AJ Styles, impersonating Styles, even stealing some of his moves. And I think ACH has just been trying to get in the head of AJ Styles. I mean, this has got to be one of the biggest matches of his career. And can you imagine?
ACH is freaking incredible.
He's a very talented athlete. I mean, you and I have seen him compete multiple times. If this is your first time seeing ACH compete, folks, first of all, congratulations, because you're in for a real treat. Yeah. And second of all,
I've said it before. I'm going to go ahead and say it again. In my opinion, ACH is the most exciting wrestler on the planet today.
And you know what? He earns that moniker through his matches, without question. And the idea, again, if this is your first exposure, guys, to ACH, you picked a hell of a match to do it, because against a guy like
AJ Styles, I know, right? Oh my God. I'm at the point now that ACH versus anyone is a dream match, but AJ Styles, oh my God. This is definitely at the top of that list.
I mean, AJ Styles, what do you say about him? I mean, yeah, you could say he's a cable athlete, you could say this, you could say that, but it all seems like redundancy when you're talking about AJ Styles, because everybody on the planet should know how good this man is. And that's why I cannot underscore how huge a victory over AJ Styles would be for ACH. You want to talk about the ROH World Title picture? Dude, if ACH would get the win here, he'd have to throw his name in the hat. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, AJ Styles has been owning the wrestling world. This would be huge.
Yeah, dude, I mean, if ACH would get a win here, that would be a big deal, but there's no frickin' way that's going to happen.
And see, to me, while I'm inclined to agree with you, I always have to leave that little margin that says never say never.
I guess that is true. I mean, if he would, though, it would be the upset of the freaking century.
And I agree. See, that's the thing, and I'm glad you agree with me, because I cannot underscore it enough. This is huge for him. And look at the tail of the tape here.
I'm going to say it, this is the biggest match of ACH's ROH career.
Without question. I mean,
thus far, obviously. I mean, I'm sure if he gets title matches in the future, those will be. But as of now, so far, this is the biggest.
Very surprised that AJ Styles initiated the show of respect, given that ACH has been kind of ripping him off lately and kind of taunting.
Dude, I don't care if ACH slaps you in the face. You can't just not respect what ACH does.
And I certainly agree. I mean, we talk about how capable AJ Styles is. ACH. I mean, I
don't know if there's anybody not in the WWE right now that I would rather have in the WWE right now than ACH.
Just such, I know we call
maybe Brian Cage.
Oh yeah.
But those two guys are at the top of my list right now.
But I mean, ACH, I mean, we call AJ Styles the phenomenal one. ACH, I don't even know if there's a word in this or any other language to truly encompass what he does between those.
ACH even cut a promo on AJ saying that he is now the phenomenal 2 because ACH is the true phenomenal 1.
Wow.
He just dunked on AJ.
But look at AJ though, and see, this is really where you see that veteran instinct. He takes it all in stride, doesn't let it get to him. He wants to be sure that he controls the pace.
Dude,
And
could
the
you
thing
imagine ACH versus Kalisto?
that would be incredible. I think any person who loves high flying wrestling and maybe that's their kind of genre of wrestling,
Oh,
that makes them salivate.
catch can going on right here, boy. Arm drag.
Oh man, and see who's going
Leg
to control the pace.
takedown.
And look at AJ there, the jackknife cover,
Oh,
and flips
he's
right
going for
over.
the clap.
What a sequence!
He's going
What a
for...
sequence! Oh, but ACH had it scouted, beautiful.
He caught
That's
him.
why.
Are we gonna get a dragon screw? No, I thought we were gonna get a dragon screw leg whip.
And look, Ashton, I'm not going to argue with you. ACH is one of the most exciting wrestlers in the world today, but I would call AJ Styles one of the best in the game today, without question. What a sequence that was. Oh, man. And again, just the idea that we're getting a match like this, that AJ is on top of the wrestling world, makes me so happy he left TNA. Here is a man, and we talk about it every time we see him. 37 years old. You think he left TNA? That was his home, his mainstay. Where do you go from there? How do you build something?
That was his home, his mainstay, where he's been getting treated like absolute crap for the last, 8 years.
Exactly, but then he leaves and you think, well, he's 37, I'm sure there's going to be interest, but what is he going to be able to do with it? Enter Bullet Club, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to say to that?
Yep.
And you see ACH there with the side headlock. And if I'm ACH, and here's the thing, if you're ACH, obviously you want to have the Styles clash well scouted. But let's not forget about the calf killer that AJ has in his arsenal.
That's kind of his go-to nowadays.
I mean, if you're ACH and you know that you play, oh, what a drop kick! I was getting ready to say.
And he did the Styles pose.
Look at the taunt! Oh, the arrogance of ACH.
I love it. He's so good.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, Ashton, if it was anybody else, I would kind of bemoan that fact, but this is what ACH is going to need. You're going to need to be arrogant.
And the crazy thing is, part of ACH's gimmick between ROH and PWG is almost that he is a gimmick stealer. There was one point in PWG where somebody threw a black vest into the ring and he put it on and he started doing all the Stone Cold stuff.
And you showed me that clip. That's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, AJ Styles should take this as a show of respect because ACH steals the gimmicks of legends, and he sees AJ Styles as a legend.
And just imagine, though, that's probably why this match means the world to ACH, because if he perceives AJ Styles as among, those legends that he's imitated in the past, again, just got to say, if he can find a way to beat AJ Styles, the
drop kick in the face!
Oh my God! And that's who you got to beat, ACH. That is the man right there.
Yeah, yes, he is.
It's funny because we talk about AJ's time in TNA, and I know one pretty prominent period for AJ was when he was riding with Ric Flair. I almost feel like AJ Styles is in that same league now, like that Ric Flair when he was NWA champion and running with the Horsemen. And oh, look at that flying forearm there in the corner.
It's like a Superman forearm. Because that, the jumping pullback, it's like the Superman punch, but then he just did the forearm. I love it. Oh, wow, ACH just got dumped straight out the ring.
And I have fully expected, and I'm surprised he hasn't really done it yet, I've fully expected AJ to scrutinize one of ACH's legs and really work it over, again, prepping it and softening it up for the calf killer. But for AJ,
But AJ's the babyface in this match.
Yeah, and that's the truth. And another thing is, and this could just be wildly, conjecture, but, I think we got a game of one's upsmanship here. Who really is the better athlete? And now look at AJ. Got the waist. I thought maybe he would have gone for a German there.
Throws him out. Uh-oh. He's going to do the middle rope bounce over.
Oh, my God. But
AJ destroyed him.
Scouted.
That was beautiful. And he knew he was going for the middle rope, too, and he completely took it out from underneath him. Poor ACH.
Brilliant.
nutted.
Scouting by AJ. That's why he's the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and you know AJ. And I hope he's not looking past ACH here, because you have to imagine one of AJ's primary focuses is the ROH World Title matchup.
Well, I mean, not only that, but he's also got frickin' Tanahashi and Nakamura and Okada in his back window.
Yeah. I mean, AJ Styles, that's the thing, folks. I've been singing his praises all matchup and saying, he's the epicenter of the wrestling world. That comes at a price, because I think everybody is gunning for AJ Styles, but AJ Styles is still gunning for everybody else. So,
that kick looked brutal.
That kick did look brutal, and now he's really grounding ACH.
Stiff, man. That looked, oh, wow.
Nice snapmare takedown. I think he's going to do the jumping knee here. And yes, he does, and he gets it on point.
AJ's attire is starting to look more and more like a Power Ranger every year.
I wonder what he thought of the fan-made film. If
I know, right?
Not.
Yeah.
But again, now you see the rear chin lock. And, it's so funny because you just mentioned, like, everybody in Japan that's, in AJ Styles' back view, and I mentioned, AJ Styles looking forward. And it's so funny, Ashton, that you said that he was stagnating in TNA for like 8 years, when this seems to be one of the most active periods of his career, just with everybody he's interacting with, everything he's doing. AJ Styles probably regards him as another radar, and what a chop there.
Chop, yeah.
And
ACH with the comeback.
The flex.
Oh my God!
Oh, beautiful! I thought that was going to be AJ's maneuver, but ACH actually was the one who caught him there. Cover, and look at that kick out anyway by AJ.
Dude, he put his left leg in and stepped on the bottom rope and used the leverage from that to propel himself between the middle and top rope, dove at AJ and grabbed him in I don't know what the name of the move was, but he did like an inverted STO almost.
It was a nice snap suplex into the float over, and now he's maintaining that.
Oh, he just took the knee.
I keep talking about AJ Styles using the calf killer. Well, ACH used the calf killer.
No.
To win this match.
I doubt it. It'd be hilarious if he teased a Styles Clash, though.
And see, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if he is going to imitate one of the big maneuvers, it's got to be the Styles Clash.
Mind.
Oh, no, it was a front face lock there into the suplex now. And look at AJ, though, kind of reversing the momentum. But ACH, though, gets a chop. ACH likes the pace of this matchup right now. He wants to keep it that way. Tries again. AJ fights out again.
Letting him lift him up. Fireman's carry. Neck breaker.
Oh, beautiful neck breaker there.
Very reminiscent of Kevin Owens.
Yes.
Oh, no. He does a pump handle neck breaker. Never mind.
But AJ Styles here trying to recuperate. And this is definitely a much-needed breather for the Phenomenal One.
Yeah.
We may be calling
Phenomenal 2, you mean?
Well, I was going to say we may be calling him that if ACH gets the win. Hell, if ACH gets the win, I will call AJ Styles the Phenomenal 2. Because, again, you and I said at the opening bell, the unlikelihood of ACH getting the victory.
Oh
my God!
Oh, we're going to get the middle rope go over.
See, ACH realizes what an oppostunity he's been given. Don't waste it. Shoots off the ropes. There it is. Oh, my God.
He did a Fosbury flop. He's taken everything from AJ.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Oh, my God. I can't believe he took the Fosbury flop. That's amazing. There are very few athletes in the world that would be able to pull that off. AJ Styles and ACH truly are in a league of their own.
How old is ACH, Ashton?
Oh, I gotta look it up.
But
I hope he's like 23 just so we can freak out.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Because I was going to say, I mean, here's a young man looking to prove himself to the veteran. We know he's only been in this business for, I believe, 8 years.
27.
27, still not bad. Still not bad at all. I mean,
still younger than most of the guys in NXT, to be honest.
I mean, AJ Styles is 37, so you figure AJ is 10 years his junior.
Yep.
So ACH, man, he really is like that young blue chipper, really looking to, take the yard over from the veteran. And that Fosbury flop, just a thing of beauty.
I'm so glad I looked up the name of that move like 6
I'm
years
glad you
ago.
did too. Yeah, hell yeah. You don't want to.
That's something that once you find out, you never forget.
Yeah, you don't want to call it like a Michael Cole would call it, like, oh, what a dive, or oh, what a flip. No, screw that. Give it the respect it deserves. Oh
my God!
Spear jackknife cover. What the heck was that?
That was like a spear into a bridging pinning combination.
It's what the jackknife cover is the technical term. It was like a spear into the jackknife, and
See, when I think jackknife, I think Kevin Nash's power.
Yeah, you think, you and everybody else. I certainly don't.
Oh my God, what is he doing? What is he doing?
Like a crowd. No, and he dropped
him. Almost like God's last gift. Or, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Jesus.
ACH is coming out with guns blazing. I mean, he wants it bad. He wants this win bad.
He hasn't even done his triple enziguri.
Wait for it. It'll probably come.
Yeah, just wait for AJ to think he's got him by catching his foot.
He's like, AJ, I am getting my shit in.
Yes, like Brian Cage.
Exactly.
Split crowd. That surprises me.
Well, I think,
Oh, he blocked it. Not that, though. Oh, my God.
If ACH is the heel, how can you not love the new guard? How can you not?
Oh, he went for the soccer kick. Nope.
Oh, God. Stuffed.
Wow.
It's like a game of chess right now. Who has got who better read, better studied, and what's gonna be the finish here? I mean, AJ Styles is Styles Clash. Once he hits it,
who cares about the finish? This match has been amazing. I want it to go for another 10 minutes if it's up to me.
I wouldn't mind it going on
flying Superman punch. No. Yes, Superman punch
from the original.
Yep.
There it is. There from AJ Styles.
Springboard Superman punch.
I brought up the Styles Clash anyway. I mean, you gotta wonder how much both men have in the tank. I mean, ACH again is going hard at Styles, and that flying forearm. And now look at that going back to the fireman's carry. ACH though,
got out of it.
Elbows to the side of the neck and head. Is that we're gonna have a guillotine here? No.
Oh, bicycle kick.
Bicycle kick. Oh, he's getting popped now. Oh, but AJ had that scouted.
Oh, snaps into the turnbuckles.
Wow.
Brutal.
Wow.
ACH is selling his calves. Oh, his calves, John. His calves.
Freaking calves.
Wow.
And let me tell you something. AJ is quicker than a hiccup with that calf killer. If ACH is stupid enough to try and go for a super kick or whatever, it could be the death blow. Because AJ, all he would have to do is catch that and roll through, and you've got yourself a calf killer right there. Look at that.
Oh, is he going to go for a spiral tap?
He may. ACH, though, hooking the leg. AJ, though, kicking him off. Now he's going to go to the rope.
Oh, we might get a spiral tap here.
We might. ACH regaining that vertical base, and then he pushes AJ. No, look at that.
He's shoving the ref away. Kick?
Oh, there's the kick.
Was that a backflip kick?
It might have been. I don't even know what the hell that was.
What the heck? But is ACH going to go for a spiral tap now?
They're trading places here. Switching rules.
Oh, God.
But now AJ's starting to stir. AJ's starting to stir.
Why would you... See, now, if you see him moving, why would you put your foot on the top rope? That just seems silly.
Well, I mean, ACH, who knows what's going through that man's mind, but...
Oh.
They didn't try a deadlift suplex there? No.
I was just going to say, are we going to get an apron plex from the bottom rope?
Oh, but ACH had it beautiful. He had it scouted. I'll be a son of a bitch. Double stomp the head. Oh, my God. Now he's going to think he's not done. Going to the rope. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Jesus.
Could this be, in your words?
What the frick is he going to go for?
Could this be, in your words, the upset of the century? Oh, but AJ moved out of the way.
Oh, he's got the calf killer.
Calf killer. And he's got it. He's got it.
He's going to tap.
No,
Come on, ACH. Show some gumption.
I don't think he is, bro. I think he's going to fight through.
Oh, he reversed it.
Pin. Oh, what a counter. What a counter.
Oh,
again, pin combination again. Oh, but AJ rolls through, still keeping the grip. And now, driving him right on his head.
Is that an impaler, John?
I think so. This is it here. This is it, your Styles Clash.
Oh, yeah, ACH is done.
Yeah, he's finished. There's the Styles Clash. 1, 2, 3.
Holy crap, ACH.
ACH might have had it with that counter to the calf killer.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I've never seen anyone counter it before.
AJ Styles getting
I've
the
seen
blood,
people get to the rope, but I've never seen a counter to the calf killer. I am
but
impressed.
I think it was all over right after the Bloody Sunday, and then the Styles clash was just the cherry on top of the proverbial sundae.
Sunday? When did he do that?
Wasn't that what that move was? Because I saw somebody refer to it as a Bloody Sunday.
I thought
That
that
he,
was an inverted DDT though.
I don't know. I mean, let's take a look at it again. Well, here's the snap suplex in the corner here as we take
That
a look
was
at.
such a brilliant setup for the calf killer.
Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness. Excellent, excellent matchup from these two men. Certainly so far match of the night, and just really, really wonderful showing. ACH looking so disappointed. To me, he's got nothing to be ashamed of. Took AJ to the limit tonight. What a match. Oh, now you see, look at that. Look at that. The hug in the middle of the ring. And it's like you said, Ashton, he only imitates people he respects and regards as legends. It must have meant so much to ACH to share the ring with AJ Styles one-on-one. And man, what a matchup. AJ Styles rolls on, still one of the best in the game today. That match right there shows why he is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and I think he kind of had a little word with a fan there. I don't know, maybe, is that AJ's family perhaps, or just fans? But
I don't
whatever the
know.
case, yeah.
Oh, we're about to get reDRagon Young Bucks.
No rest for the wicked. We're going right into the tag team title matchup. Holy crap! I don't.
See, and guys, just for those of you wondering, this is exactly why we're doing this as one whole video rather than the segments that we've been using recently, because ROH's pay-per-views typically move at far too quick of a pace for us to be able to, turn off and gather ourselves and then turn back on recording and that kind of thing. It's just not worth the effort, and we're just going to put this whole baby up as one.
Absolutely. I mean, I have no qualms about that, and I think this is going to be a barn burner of a tag team title matchup. I'll tell you that right now. Man, I still can't get over that ACH versus AJ Styles matchup. Holy crap. And if I thought that was something, I mean, you're talking about reDRagon versus the Young Bucks in their little tag team series of matches here.
I'm almost scared that this is going to be like the peak of the show. Like, no match that happens after these two matches happen back to back is going to be able to top either one of them.
Right. And I could certainly
Because,
understand that
we've got Jay
reservation.
Lethal versus Alberto El Patron, and I don't expect that to necessarily be a barn burner. I mean, I'm sure it'll be a good psychological match that makes sense and gets the crowd moving, but I don't think that's going to be like a ridiculous, like, oh my God, I can't believe they just did that kind of match like what we've been getting. And
Exactly.
the main event, I'm sure, is going to be fun and it's going to be good, but I don't think that'll quite live up to what this is about to be and what we just watched with ACH and AJ Styles.
Right.
It's almost like they had the card almost out of order.
Yeah. And here come the Young Bucks. And so many people show of respect with the Bullet Club Too Sweet sign. And
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champions.
indeed, I mean, again.
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess earlier on I did say that the reDRagon was the Junior Tag Team Champions, but I forgot that the Young Bucks won the titles back recently.
Yes, that's right. But I mean,
reDRagon are
reDRagon
still ROH Tag Champs, though.
Yes. And you have to imagine, I mean, if I'm the kingdom of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, I'm watching this match very closely. Because, I mean, after that win earlier tonight in that triple threat tag team matchup between them, the Addiction, and Carl Anderson by himself.
Yeah, you've got to imagine that if reDRagon retains here, that they're definitely next in line.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly, Ashton. And, I don't think reDRagon would be sweating that too much, though. I mean, you're talking about two guys. I once said, I believe it was at our final Battle Live reactions, these guys were everything that I wanted the pairing of Angle and Benoit to be. Just guys that really rely on their technical wrestling and their submission wrestling. And it's just amazing to see two guys so proficient in those styles come together as a tag team. So I would have to say, for that reason, in terms of appeal to genre, reDRagon is definitely going to be one of my favorite tag teams right now. But you can't not love the Young Bucks. Oh, man.
Shayna Baszler coming out with the reDRagon here.
Yeah. Any information about her whatsoever? Because I'm not really too familiar with her.
She's a
That's.
UFC fighter. Or a
Oh,
former UFC fighter. I don't know for sure. I know she's a professional MMA fighter.
right, right. Oh man, Bobby Cruz making the formal introductions here. I mean, honestly, I have flashbacks when I see these guys prepping themselves of their 2 out of 3 falls matchup that they had, and just the craziness that ensued. These two teams know each other so well, and I believe Ashton, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll look it up very quickly just to confirm. But I believe reDRagon has beaten the Young Bucks 3 times, whereas the Young Bucks have only beaten reDRagon once.
And that one time is most recently.
Exactly. And yes, I was correct. reDRagon has 3 wins over the Young Bucks. Young Bucks only got, as Ashton said recently, 1 victory over reDRagon. Can lightning strike twice here tonight at ROH's 13th anniversary?
I'm looking right now. Shayna Baszler is her name. I said Beasley. I was incorrect there. She currently trains under former UFC heavyweight champion Josh Barnett. She has a record of 15-9, with 14 of those 15 wins coming by way of submission.
Ah, so it's perfect. Because,
Yep.
I mean, reDRagon is
She
known.
gained recognition for her pseudo chicken wing submission that she has used to defeat many female fighters, including Roxanne. I apologize if I completely botched this pronunciation. Modafferi or Modafferi, I'm assuming. In an audio interview, it says that she dubbed the submission, which she created in training, the schwing.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's pretty cool. I like it. Now let's
Certainly
get
not.
into this match. We got our first super kick attempt.
Yeah, but Bobby, I believe that's Bobby Fish, right?
I don't know. I thought it was Kyle O'Reilly. It's Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, okay. That was my mistake. Kyle O'Reilly, nonetheless, had it scouted.
He did.
He's,
There's Bobby Fish with the kick to the back, the cheap shot. Oh, but Nick Jackson meets it with one of his own. Actually, I think that's Matt Jackson.
Yeah, that was Matt Jackson. So I call Kyle O'Reilly Bobby Fish. You call Nick Jackson Matt Jackson. We got all of our things out of the way now, so now we can just be so on point the rest of the show.
And Bobby Fish with, oh, wow. They're going all the way with their dirty tactics.
Wow.
So are the Young Bucks, though.
Again, I mean, it's really, and that's going to be the really.
I love how the non-legal men are in there just like, hey, man, screw you. Let's go.
They're doing whatever the hell they want. I mean, who can blame them? I mean, I was getting ready to say, when you're in the ring as often as the Young Bucks and reDRagon have been with each other, it's hard to really come up with anything new or to be anything other than a mirror to your other opponents. And there's the beautiful neck breaker there. And oh, look at that! Dropping, there it is.
What were you saying earlier about getting my shit in?
Exactly.
Young Bucks got to do it every match. Oh, I love it.
Oh, man.
Too sweet me. I rake.
That's why I said you
cannot.
Oh, my God. Beautiful, though.
Dude, the amount of agility required. Is that Rocky Romero?
That may be, wearing an eye patch. And there was, I believe, Nick Jackson, yes. Vaulting over the ropes. Just beautiful.
Kyle O'Reilly driving Nick into the barricade. Bob Fish doing the same to Matt. Now it looks like reDRagon has the advantage. I guess that oh, never mind. That's not the last
double suicide dive.
Get back in the ring. No.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys just do not care. Oh, wait.
That's Shayna.
Yeah, Shayna on the apron here. Oh, wow.
She's doing the Bullet Club taunts.
She's going to get super kicked right here, I think. Oh, she was about to. You could feel it. But reDRagon breaking it up there.
Huh. She definitely has an interesting dynamic.
Nice snap suplex there by Bobby Fish, do I believe.
You don't see very many distractions or interferences in ROH. That's definitely one thing that they're way better about than WWE.
Right, absolutely.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say that's one thing. That's one of many things that they're better at WWE.
And now you see the pace has calmed down and reDRagon doing what I love. They're cutting the ring in half and they're taking control.
Yep. Am I the only one that finds it ironic that the company that claims to not be wrestling and exclusively be in the entertainment business is the least entertaining of the wrestling companies?
No, I echo those sentiments there wholeheartedly. Look at that, Nick Jackson.
Oh, look at that pinning combination, though. And then he got him right in. Oh, wow. Face gouge. Gross.
Kyle O'Reilly is just.
Oh, is he playing Sleazy Kyle right now? I think he is.
Kyle O'Reilly is just so proficient in that ring. I mean, that is why he was the former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Heavyweight Champion.
And he held it quite a while. Although he won it from Adam Cole, who held it for nearly 2 years.
Oh, Adam Cole. Sheer perfection.
Oh, nice.
There's the Tope Atomico.
Is that what it's called? I always just called it a high-low.
That works too, but I think that's the more quote-unquote technical.
Are the Jabberwockies in the audience?
Yeah, they're creepy as hell, whatever that was.
The KRT.
And now look at that again.
Knights of the Rising what? Oh, the KRD, Knights of the Rising Dawn. That's interesting. I thought they were just the Jabberwockies.
Now reDRagon there with the double, not shoulder block, back elbow.
Yeah, Matt Jackson's not taking anything.
Yeah, he may not have a choice. Bobby Fischer just kicking him out, running to the apron there.
Oh, and then Kyle O'Reilly with the knee to the outside. O'Reilly with Nick Jackson in the ring, drives him into the corner, setting up for Bobby Fish. I don't even know what that was. No, knees. They're throwing
like a knee
knees
to the sternum, and then the kick, and then the backbreaker tilt-a-whirl into the knee. Oh, wow. Beautiful. reDRagon is playing an absolutely brilliant game here.
Yeah, their game plan is definitely tighter than the Young Bucks is right now.
Absolutely. I mean, well, here's the thing. They cut Matt Jackson off at the pass from the apron. They re-isolated Nick Jackson, and then double-team maneuver was a thing of beauty. I mean, if I'm the Young Bucks, Nick Jackson, I think, desperately wants to get to his brother Matt. And now Bobby Fish getting back in the ring here. And then that's another thing. I mean, I say it every live reactions, guys, where there's a prominent tag team matchup. The frequent tags. Everybody should know what I love by now. You can make a handbook of it and just reference it. Like, oh, they did this, so go to page 25. And, yeah, there that is. And yeah, frequent I just love
tags, isolation of a partner, cutting off the ring.
It's like my thing. It's like if I go live reactions with a prominent tag match in any promotion without saying it, I'm disappointed in myself because I'm like, oh, you know. But, Nick, what a kick! And that's
Trouble in Paradise. He's going in the wrong corner, though.
You're in the wrong corner. Wow. That's not a mistake you want to make. And now he realized it too late. He realized it too late because then Kyle O'Reilly picked the leg.
Oh, he didn't.
But, he still got it. Wow.
Matt Jackson, hot tag.
Kyle O'Reilly's going to be kicking himself. Oh, man. There are the forearms there. It's Matt Jackson. It's Kyle O'Reilly. And, just isolated by Vin. Skin the cat.
Spread.
Slice
and
bread.
The DDT?
Beautiful.
No? I thought he was going to do the DDT.
Super kick. Is that the first official super kick of the match?
Yes.
All right. Super kick counter at 1.
We never actually keep track. I don't know why you bother. Moonsault, yeah. Beautiful.
Matt Jackson is on fire right now. A one-man wrecking crew.
Is he going to go
Matt
for
Jackson?
One? No. 450?
Maybe. But look at Kyle O'Reilly slides out there.
Oh, great but he caught him, though. He caught him. See, that was smart. I like that.
Matt Jackson, though, following through there with the forearms.
Drop kick?
But he got caught.
Oh, he was going for... Oh, wow.
There it is.
What a sick mother... Wow.
I'm sure...
look at Nick. Ref, are you going to count?
I'm sure
he's Alberto, on the ropes.
There's the super kick there. And
why the frick was the ref not counting?
Well, Nick Jackson just did his job for him, I guess.
Yeah, that was really weird.
I wonder how Alberto El Patron's got to feel about Kyle O'Reilly doing that rope-hung armbar.
Kyle O'Reilly uses a more traditional armbar.
Yeah, that's very true. And beautiful double-team maneuver there, but Bobby Fish still able to kick out.
I have no idea what he just said.
Maybe he called for one of the drivers.
Oh, super kick party.
And I think Bobby Fish said, no thanks, I intentionally got my invitation lost in the mail. But Nick Jackson, soccer kick. Oh, my God. Oh, what a kick there from Kyle O'Reilly. Oh,
Sunset powerbomb.
Oh, so super kick here.
Get kicked in the face, yeah.
And then
powerbomb
God.
to his partner, brilliant. Get Bob Fish back in the ring.
And now it's the Young Bucks who have reDRagon isolated.
Bang for your buck. No. Meltzer driver. No.
Kick. Buckle bomb with the kick to the back of the head.
And they now have so many tag team combinations. I never know which one they're going to do next. Oh, the Shining Wizard.
2. And only a 2 count. That was so close. But I believe that was Bobby Fish who ate the pin. No, that was...
Yeah, it's Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish, okay.
You can tell because Bobby Fish actually has pigment in his skin.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly looks like Paige Pale.
Now Matt Jackson there with the waist lock, but Bobby Fish, I would not want to trade holds with either member of reDRagon.
No, that's for sure.
Look at that Samoan drop. Better than Usos, I'll tell you that right now. From
better
Bobby
than Roman
Fish.
Reigns, too.
Yeah.
Hell, I'll go as far as to say better than Rusev.
Yeah. And now Kyle O'Reilly back in. Nick Jackson, we're back.
You see how Kyle O'Reilly's skin is ultraviolet?
Yeah. What a leg sweep there by Kyle O'Reilly, though.
He's awesome.
And Matt Jackson coming back in. Oh my God. And now what are they going to try and do here? But Kyle O'Reilly, it's got to be the face. Oh, catches Nick there. Matt trying to go for something. He gets the kick.
O'Reilly's going to no-sell it.
Oh, and look at that belly-to-belly throw there. Oh, but look at Nick.
Oh, he caught him in the armbar.
Every time.
Actually, that's not even an armbar. That's a triangle hold, man.
That is a triangle hold.
He wants to turn it into an armbar, though.
No,
I think he's going to do it. Oh, no, a headbutt. Wow.
Headbutt, and that's what's able to give him the leverage. But now look at that. He's not the only one who can ascend a rope. There's Matt Jackson. What an elbow drop.
Wow. That looked so much like Shawn Michaels coming off the top, man.
That has got to be one of the best elbow drops I have personally ever seen.
A moonsault.
My
Jesus. They're just like, you break up pins by kicking someone? Let me show you something here, kid.
I feel like these teams should just break out in song with anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah.
I can do anything better than you, and that's really what this rivalry has been based on, I think.
We have This Is Awesome chance.
And look at how smart was that. And again, I'm sorry to keep referencing my own textbook.
Super kicks!
So it doesn't even matter, but I was getting ready to say, how smart of that was by reDRagon. Kyle O'Reilly fighting now the Young Bucks by himself with the forearms and the kicks. Oh, he called the one kick. Called the other kick. Double dragon screw. Beautiful.
Yeah, there was one point, one of the pay-per-views in 2014 where he grabbed one of their legs, threw it into the other guy, and then grabbed that guy's leg and did a dragon screw that forced the guy whose leg he was holding to do a dragon screw to the other one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, Indie Taker!
Oh my God! On the outside, you're gonna kill him! You're gonna kill him! Oh, he's got it. There's got to be some. No! And he got it. Oh my God!
Like Tombstone.
Good God!
No, now it's 2-on-1. It's the Young Bucks versus Bobby Fish.
That man had a family.
Kyle O'Reilly is dead.
Oh man, and the Young Bucks.
Kyle O'Reilly is no longer a factor.
Oh man, and if you're Bobby Fish, if you saw any of that, or if you're just coming to, I think you could build a house because you're shitting bricks. Because now you're by yourself against the Young Bucks.
How crazy would it be though if Bobby Fish managed to overcome this odds?
Well, I mean, Carl Anderson tried earlier tonight. Maybe
failed. He ended up getting pinned.
Yeah.
And if his title would have been on the line, he would have lost it. But as it turns out, reDRagon's titles are on the line.
But I mean, here's the thing, and this isn't to my
God!
Are they gonna?
Wow! They said chasing the dragon.
Wow.
They stole chasing the dragon. Wow.
Bobby Fish kicked out. And I was getting ready to say, not to further the Young Bucks' own egos, they can certainly do that well enough on their own. But, I mean, you're not just talking about any tag team. You're not just talking about any two men who came together. I mean, the Young Bucks are one of the best tag teams, I dare say, in the world right now. And I
Meltzer
think,
driver or more bang for your buck? Which one?
oh man, I think it may be a full-on Meltzer driver.
Oh,
Or no,
more bang for your buck.
it's gonna be more bang for your buck.
I think that
God.
O'Reilly is going to turn this around somehow.
Oh, and I saw no.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful! And oh my
That's it. Go
God,
for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, O'Reilly pulled him out. Oh, that was Shayna. Oh my God.
wow! I thought it was over, and I really believe they had the reDRagon dead to rights, and Shayna
Is he going to
pulling
kick
the
her
referee
out?
out
Is
of
he
the
going to
ring.
tell her to go to the back?
He should. That was blatant interference.
We're going to get a super kick party on Shayna's face.
If I'm Young Bucks, I honestly can't say I blame them.
Oh man, what's gonna happen? They're so angry. Kyle O'Reilly's gonna come back and yep, there it is. Kyle freaking O'Reilly.
Shayna is protected again.
That's like the peak of this match.
That's the
Tornado
second
DDT.
time.
Oh, what is he doing?
He has him
What
held.
is he doing?
Oh my God, that was beautiful by Kyle O'Reilly.
Brainbuster?
Oh, it's got to be a brainbuster. Look at how high up they are.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my God.
Oh,
Oh, that was like a
just like-
Falcon's arrow.
yeah.
Holy crap.
Chasing the dragon.
Dragon
Please
time.
kick out. Please
Oh,
kick out.
that-
1,
It's gonna be
2.
all.
Oh.
There it is. Oh my God.
Wait a minute, did he kick out?
Did he?
I think he kicked out.
Think he did. What? This match
He's
continues.
interchanging punches with crotch chops.
This match continues. Are you kidding me?
I thought that was 3.
I thought it was 3 as well. I didn't even see Nick Jackson kick out.
Well, if that wasn't, this is about to be.
Yeah, this is definitely.
Oh my
God. Oh yeah, that's got to be all. Kicks him up, wheelbarrow suplex.
Rolls out of the ring.
Is there anything reDRagon can't do? It's just unbelievable.
Well, apparently they can also do crotch chops, so I don't know if there is anything they can't do.
Oh, now
please reverse it, Matt.
There's going to be no way. This is it. Second chasing the dragon. Now it's over. 1, 2, 3 count definitively.
Good Lord.
For the time, reDRagon has beaten the Young Bucks.
And they retain the ROH tag titles, but that was not for the IWGP Junior tag titles, so they don't have those yet.
But you know what, though, and I'm sorry, it was an amazing matchup. I'm not taking anything away from either team, but I'm going to be the one to say it. If I'm Young Bucks, I feel like I got screwed.
And if I am reDRagon, I am worried now about the Kingdom.
Yeah, the Kingdom, and what was that team that we saw kind of watching in the audience? The Knights of what? The Knights of...
Oh, I don't even remember.
Well, whoever they are, I mean, they're quarterly back. But yeah, I mean, I certainly agree with you for the moment.
The Knights of something Dawn. I don't know what.
But
I just call them the Jabberwockies.
The Jabberwockies. Well, the Jabberwockies certainly had an interest, but honestly, I mean, I don't know their whole story. But to me, the story is the Kingdom, as you said. That's where my vision shifts if you're reDRagon, as you said. So I do completely agree with you there. And reDRagon better write Shayna out a pretty hefty check, because there were 2 occasions in this match that she got involved, one of which I think was far more pertinent than the first, because I think she really cost Young Bucks the victory there. And
she really did.
She did. Again, I'll say it, and I have no qualms about saying it. I think the Young Bucks had the reDRagon dead to rights. And here we transition immediately into our ROH World Television title matchup, Alberto Patron versus Jay Lethal.
Yep. Jay Lethal is probably one of my top 2 or 3 favorite performers in ROH.
Jay Lethal, he has really opened up my eyes because he has been so good as a heel. I mean, we've all known and loved him for his Ric Flair impersonations and Macho Man impersonations in TNA when he was that babyface. But as a heel, he has really come into his own.
That's my line!
And he's been ROH World Television Champion for, over 11 months now. But here's the thing, too, and we have to look at the other side of the coin for just a second. and that's that if Alberto El Patron can win this matchup, then he will hold the title in 3 different countries: Mexico, Puerto Rico, and the United States. And I mean, he is the current AAA World Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
So, I mean, Alberto El Patron comes into this matchup with a lot of momentum and being quite decorated, if you ask me. But see, here's the thing: if you're Jay Lethal, this is such a big matchup, because if he can beat Alberto El Patron, I think it's time that we stop, playing these kid games and we get Jay Lethal in the ROH World Title picture. And I've been saying that even long before this matchup. But I mean, how many more men do you got to beat before you can throw your hat in that ring? I mean, we talk about Jay Lethal imitating legends. I would like to see him imitate an Ultimate Warrior and bring the ROH television title and the ROH World title together. So, victory here tonight may be a stepping stone towards that fact.
Yep. Man, here we go. I mean, this, I don't know. I personally feel like I'm kind of sick of Alberto El Patron in the ring, so I feel like this match isn't going to be quite as good for me personally.
Right.
But I just freaking love Jay Lethal, so I don't think that even Alberto is going to be able to taint that for me. And I like Alberto. I like him in the ring. It's just, I feel like the amount of matches that we've seen of him in WWE over the course of the last 4 years, combined with the fact that a lot of his matches were basically the same thing.
Yeah, they ran together.
Yeah, that's just like, man, I wasn't ready for him to be in ROH this quickly.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Alberto El Patron, I mean, again, current AAA World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, will his star continue to rise, or will it be put to sleep after a lethal injection? That is the question.
Well, I think it is safe to assume that Jay is going to retain, or at least I hope it is, because I kind of get the feeling that Alberto El Patron isn't going to be sticking around in ROH for a very long time. Like, I'm 99% sure he's not actually under a contract right now. He's just coming in and working dates. So I do feel like Jay is going to retain. I hope Jay is going to retain, and I don't know. I hope this match surpasses my expectations. Let me put it that way.
And it certainly has the ability to. And, I mean, here's the thing, Ashton,
I just don't want to see an entire match of somebody going after somebody's arm to try and set up an armbar. Like that.
I'm right there with you.
I got so sick of it every match in WWE. And I know it's good psychology, but it's still boring to me. And it was boring in WWE, and now in ROH, surrounded by all the excitement that's been going on tonight, it's going to be even more boring relative to everything.
Well, we'll see here. I mean, here's the thing. WWE always has people play by a certain playbook. And I don't know, maybe we'll see different things from Alberto El Patron now that he's freed from the WWE shackles, so to speak. I mean, maybe it won't be relentlessly working over the arm. I mean, that'll certainly be a dimension of it. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. But now here comes the truth. Then what I was getting ready to say to you earlier, Ashton, is that to me, this whole matchup doesn't even boil down to the combatants. It comes down to Truth Martini. He, to me, is the X Factor, like he's been in...
You say that in every Jay Lethal match, though.
But it's true, though, because he gets involved every single time. You know when I'll stop saying it? When Jay Lethal can take care of his business without Truth Martini.
But here's my thing, though. How many times does somebody have to be the X Factor in order for that to stop being an unpredictable thing?
You certainly have a point there.
Because to me, the X Factor is something unpredictable. It's something that you're not sure of. We know Truth Martini is going to get involved. It's just a matter of how much Alberto El Patron allows that to affect the match.
Absolutely. And I believe that...
if anything's an X Factor, it's how long it's been since Alberto El Patron has wrestled a pay-per-view match. And really, on top of that, it's the fact that these guys have never faced each other one-on-one before.
And just to kind of compound all that, I mean, you have to figure... Jay Lethal's reign has been going on again over 11 months. Every dog has his day. And you just got to wonder, when is Jay Lethal's going to come up? You know, when is the sand going to run out of his hourglass?
Yeah, that's true. I hope Jay Lethal's reign extends another month to 3 months.
I think in a twist here, the longest world television title reign does belong to Matt Taven when he was a part of the House of Truth.
Yep.
And I don't know if Jay Lethal has surpassed it yet or not. He's certainly got to be close if he hasn't yet. And I could certainly see him surpass it because...
From what I remember, though, Matt Taven rarely defended the TV title.
Yeah, we've seen Jay Lethal defend it multiple times. And that's where I think Jay Lethal really has bragging rights, because it's not this guy, oh, look at how long I've held this belt, when really the primary of your defenses is, live events and things you don't see. No, we've seen Jay Lethal fight tooth and nail for that championship, and that's why, heel or not, he has all of my respect with what he's got going on with the House of Truth. I mean, and I've been the one, every live reactions, I mean, really vocalizing, hey, get him in the world title picture. What more does this guy have to do? And if he beats Alberto El Patron tonight, I'm gonna say it again, because I mean, my God, who else do you have to beat? It's like Brian Griffin says, whose leg do you have to hump to get a martini around here? Well, who do you got to beat in ROH to get a world title shot around here?
Yeah.
So we'll
I'm
see.
looking right here. Matt Taven won the television championship from Adam Cole on March 2nd, 2013, and he lost it November 15th, 2013. So he only had it for about 8 months.
Oh, so Lethal has definitely surpassed him at this point.
Yeah.
Because I just heard somebody say, Jay Lethal's been champion for 331 days now.
And in those 8 months, Matt Taven only defended the title 11 times.
Wow.
As opposed to Jay Lethal,
here we're getting
who has defended it, I believe, 15 times in his time as champion.
Wow.
So
that's what it's all about. I mean, we have seen Jay Lethal. He's been able to survive Matt Taven, Matt Sydal, Cedric Alexander. Now the latest challenger, Alberto El Patron.
Even R.D. Evans.
Even R.D. Evans, that's right.
He broke the streak, John.
I know, man. I know.
Yep.
And you got to wonder, I mean, Alberto El Patron, it's got to be such an important night for him. He's got to feel so refreshed, rejuvenated to be in a place like ROH competing for their world television title. And you see there early.
No way. What?
Suicide dive right off the bat.
I've never seen him do that before, so there's that.
That's why I said, Ashton, I think we're going to see a different facet to Alberto El Patron, at least in terms of his repertoire.
Crazy to think that he is even capable of doing that, knowing that he's like 6'5" and 240 pounds. He is a large person.
I am going to play devil's advocate here for Patron and say, during his babyface run when he was feuding with Big Show for the World Heavyweight title, we saw him do kind of more that lucha libre style, that kind of flying, the sentons, the hurricane ranas, everything else. So seeing
John, I would agree with you, but the problem there is that nobody watches Big Show matches.
See, that's true. But see, that's why we exist, because we come through in the clutch for those guys, so that they don't have to suffer through it while we do.
Right.
But I'm not bitter, not at all. But yeah, I think because Patron is playing the babyface, I think you're going to see a more aerial styling from Patron here. As you see now, he sends the top rope again. I wouldn't be surprised if he did a senton here.
No,
just that
club.
That club that he does. But yeah, I mean, keep your eyes open.
Hey, 1 minute into the match and we have a rest hold. How great is this? WWE all over again.
See Lethal, though. It probably won't be too long before he fights back up to a vertical base.
Knees to the gut. I'll dig it. I dig it. Oh, wow. Alberto with... You know what? Screw it. El Patron is a title. As far as I'm concerned, his name is still Alberto Del Rio.
Hey, whatever helps you better, and pointing on and making observations about the match. Yeah, I just got...
I'm pretty sure that's kind of like how they've been going with it from a kayfabe standpoint, too, is that his name is still Alberto Del Rio, but because they can't call him that because of copyright reasons, they just call him by his title, which is Alberto El Patron, which is Alberto the Boss.
Right.
So I'm going to just... Because we don't have to worry about that copyright crap and we're not televised or anything like that, I'm just going to call him what I know him as, and it's going to be Alberto Del Rio.
Right.
So anytime you hear me say Del Rio, you know who I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to apologize for it. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Lethal just completely missed. He whiffed in the corner.
Absolutely. There's the kick that they got there. And there's the backstabber. Inverted lung blower there by...
I was just going to say.
There we see again. Oh, and now look at that. He's calling for that arm bar.
I hate that he basically stole Daniel Bryan's Yes Chant. Just turned it into the Spanish version.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Oh, I love Jay Lethal. Cross arm breaker by Jay Lethal.
What a reversal.
Great form, too.
Yeah, he says, oh, you're going to use a submission move that everybody knows how to do? Well, guess what? You have no claim to the right, to exclusive rights.
Yeah, exactly. But, oh, look at that, though. And you had to imagine this was coming. Alberto
That's one thing, though. Like, I like that about sort of like move stealing angles, is that whoever originated the move, you always kind of expect to know its ins and outs and its counters and stuff. So, oh, wow. Jay Lethal with the suicide dive, and he gets back in the ring. He's going to do, I think, 2 more.
Two.
That's number 2.
2.
He's getting back in the ring. We're going to get another one.
Launching himself like a dart. 3rd time now. And yeah, 3rd time. There it is. And he sends him into the crowd. Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Jay Lethal. That's why I said we talk about 15 title defenses. Unbelievable. And that's the thing. I'm sure a lot of people would believe that he doesn't need Truth Martini, that he's such a capable athlete that he can do this on his own. And he's certainly giving Alberto Patron a run for his money right now. And you see now, if you're Jay Lethal, this has got to be such a welcomed opportunity to catch your breath, to recuperate, to formulate a game plan as Patron. I mean, hell, screw all of that. You have to imagine accounts going on as well. Jay Lethal might really just want to take the count-out victory top of that.
It is a 20 count, though.
Oh, it's a 20 count. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be enough. But again, you figure Alberto Patron has got to vault over the guardrail and then get back into the ring. And you see he's
I think the
there.
ref's at 12 or 11. We're at 12.
And again, Jay Lethal, he's begging the ref to hurry up the count.
Come on, ref, count faster.
And Patron does break it. Now Jay Lethal. But again, though, it still has, its benefits because Jay Lethal was able to get a breather to recuperate. So
for what it's worth, though, so was Del Rio.
I guess to a degree, but he had to exert the effort to get back in the ring and keep the match going. I mean, Jay Lethal.
That's true. He took his grand old time, though. You got to say that.
Well,
he still had 6 seconds to spare.
That's certainly true. I mean, Patron, I think, definitely used the rules to as much of his benefit as he could, given his situation. Utilizing that 20 count.
What is Lethal going for?
Probably a traditional superplex, but Patron saying, screw that. No, I think double stomp upcoming.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah, here it comes. Oh, man. I would love if Lethal would be able to find a way to counter this, but then there it is. Yep, there it is.
Nice.
All folded up. Patron now goes into the cover. 2. Lethal still kicks out.
I don't know if people realize this, but Alberto is a large human being.
Yeah, that stomp cannot feel good at all.
He's 6'5". He's around 240, 245 pounds. He's not a cruiserweight, but he moves like one and he wrestles like one, or at least he's capable of moving and wrestling like one if the situation calls for it.
And now it's just devolved into a slugfest here. And
again, though, you've got to believe if it does evolve. Oh, lethal combination!
Beautiful lethal combination.
If it does kind of devolve into a fight, you've got to believe that Alberto has the advantage because of the size advantage. I mean, even if you look at UFC, you don't have 195-pound people fighting 240-pound people. That would be ridiculous.
Absolutely. But see, I think, I said Truth Martini was going to be the X Factor. Then we just said, well, Truth Martini gets involved in every matchup. So that's not really saying much. But I think what it really comes down to is not just Truth Martini the man, but Jay Lethal's cunning as a whole. It's a very shrewd human being. I mean, if I'm Alberto Patron, I got eyes. I got 360 vision tonight.
What's Jay Lethal going for here? Do you know?
Maybe an elbow drop.
Oh, yeah. Nice call. You're so right. He does do those quite a lot.
Oh, but it's not going to matter.
Enziguri.
Step up Enziguri, and it's just a thing of beauty. And there's Truth. There it is. There it is. Without fail. And he
one of the very few guarantees in life, along with taxes and death.
Look at the positioning, though. Alberto Patron has completely ignored his opponent, which is an ill-advised maneuver.
Yeah, and he's watching him, though.
I mean,
I'm guessing if Jay Lethal goes for it. Yeah, see?
Oh, he did. Knew it. He got caught. Wow.
Yeah, he was watching him the whole time. He wasn't going to get caught by it.
Well, I've been telling Jay Lethal, imagine not to underestimate Alberto El Patron. Looks like I underestimated Alberto El Patron there. So, look at the book of truth.
That is one thick hardcover book too.
Cover
1,
2.
2.
Oh,
I thought he had him.
I thought it was going to be Cattle Prod 2015. Truth.
Yeah,
wow.
definitely. I had the feeling that was going to be it, but no. This match
No,
continues.
it's not a lethal injection or anything like that. It gets 2 3/4. It's a book shot to the face.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, God, the arm there, the arm breaker.
Yep.
There's
no, he caught him.
It's kind
bicycle
of
kick.
Bicycle kick there by Jay Lethal. Oh, could it
lethal
be?
Injection.
Lethal injection.
He's gonna get
caught. Oh, the arm. Oh, the arm.
Wow.
Stacks him up.
How's Jay gonna win if he can't hit the lethal injection?
Oh, I think Truth Martini just gave him
he just hit it. Lethal injection.
Truth Martini interference never fails.
Is that gonna be it?
Over
1, 2, 3. Wow. All right, I'll take it. You know what? I can handle Alberto El Patron in short doses. I dig it.
Wow.
I dig it.
And once again, after that performance, I pose the question, what else does Jay Lethal have to do to be in serious talks for an ROH World Heavyweight Championship match? Because another successful defense for the House of Truth.
I don't know. My biggest concern is no matter who Jay Briscoe, if Jay Briscoe retains his championship tonight, and that's an if all on its own, but if he does, no matter who he pins, there are still going to be 2 guys that were in that match that can lay claim to not having been pinned and not having lost the title.
And that's a very legitimate point.
I personally think he's going to pin Elgin.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think Elgin's been on kind of a downward spiral. And hell, if you want my opinion, I'm not even so sure I'm convinced that Jay Briscoe's even retaining. It seems like Tommaso Ciampa's been on a tear. It could be his time tonight.
Right. I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say I don't even know if it's going to be Jay Briscoe to make the cover, but I do think that if anyone does, well, not if, but I do think that at the end of the day, the person to eat the pin, whoever that may be, is going to be Michael Elgin.
Truth Martini once again having Jay Lethal's back. The money's got to be good, because I'll tell you something. Every time it seems like Jay Lethal is going to lose his grip on that ROH television title, Truth Martini comes in, and the book of truth paid dividends. Because, I mean, that's ultimately what got Jay Lethal the win.
I do kind of have the feeling, though, since we're transitioning into the world title discussion, I do kind of have the feeling that we are going to have sort of an NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way situation where we have Tommaso Ciampa getting ready to pin Michael Elgin, and then next thing you know, frickin' Jay Briscoe pulls the referee out, or he pulls he even pulls Tommaso Ciampa himself out of the ring and ends up getting the pin on Elgin. Oh, Samoa Joe!
Oh my God.
It's been so long since he was last in ROH. This, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that aren't super familiar with ROH, going back into, kind of back when it was, before it even got on the HD net as a television medium, Samoa Joe coming back to ROH is kind of like when Brock Lesnar came back to WWE.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's that kind of a big deal. It's like they always say, and this is kind of a direct quote too, AJ Styles said that he put the X Division on the map. Well, Samoa Joe gave it its balls.
Exactly.
And the same thing can be said for the ROH. Really, the entire company, ROH.
And I think, you're really about to hear from Samoa Joe, his intentions. Maybe he'll get some stuff off his chest about his time in TNA and what it means to be back in ROH. But I think we're going to have a lot revealed to us through whatever Samoa Joe is doing here.
There are very few instances where I see pot shots as an acceptable thing as far as cutting a promo in a different company goes. But in this case, I kind of want him to take pot shots at TNA.
Well, you're talking about him. I completely agree. You're talking about a man who had an undefeated streak for so long in TNA. lost it to Kurt Angle. They had a great series of matches.
Yeah,
Samoa
they had a
Joe
great
later
series of
on.
matches, and he lost to Kurt Angle. And how much did that help with Kurt Angle?
Well, I mean, I guess it's an argumentative point because I mean, shortly after that, Kurt Angle won the NWA World Title, which because it
Which
wasn't
he
the TNA
really
title.
needed, right?
Well, yeah, he certainly didn't need it. Nobody's gonna make that argument.
All right, now let's hear what Joe has to say. Someone in chat saying he looks gassed already. Oh. Yep. Yep. He's saying that ROH is a movement.
Oh wow. Joe seems very empowered here. It's got to feel like he's among his own once again.
Yeah, this is a really nice warm homecoming. He said this movement has become a revolution.
And this revolution is alive and well.
Yep. We want you in Lucha Underground, Joe.
Oh, he'd be such a great fit.
Right?
Him versus Cage, I could dig it.
We have the crowd split 50-50. They can't decide if they want to chant Joe's going to kill you or FTNA.
Joe's kind of smirking himself a little bit.
He's thanking 4 people, I believe. Oh, he's talking about the Fatal 4-Way that's coming up.
Well, I think, yeah, he's making his intentions clear here because he's bringing up that championship.
Yep. He's talking about how ROH is true professional wrestling, and I gotta admit it, that kind of annoys me.
Well, you know what? I totally get why, but the fandom is eating it up. The ROH faithful has got to be just eating it up.
Yeah, I just think it's funny that he's implying basically that there's such thing as fake professional wrestling.
Right.
Well, there you have it. He says he's going to be the next Ring of Honor World Champion.
Could Samoa Joe be on a collision course with one of the 4 men in tonight's world title matchup? I mean, I instantly just want to say, yeah. I mean,
I just hope he's not right. Like, I love Samoa Joe, but if it was 10 years ago, I would be all for him getting a run, but it's 2015. He doesn't necessarily need to be winning the ROH World title right now.
Certainly not. I mean, my feeling. I think it's Tommaso Ciampa's time in the sun.
Well, I mean, we have Ciampa, plus you've got the other 2 guys. You've got Elgin. I think Elgin is more on his way down the card than anything, so maybe we don't have to include him. But you've got Hanson. Not to mention, you've got to account for Jay Lethal. Even though he just lost, you've got to account for Alberto El Patron. You've got to account for Roderick Strong. You've got to account for AJ Styles. There are a lot of challengers for that belt, and I would argue that about 80% of them are more deserving of a run than Samoa Joe is right now.
Absolutely.
Hanson!
Yes, Hanson making his way to the ring.
Warbeard.
We keep talking about the future of the ROH World title. Well, here in the present, Hanson's looking very determined to win the gold here tonight. 4-way championship match, 1 fall to the finish.
And this match was agreed upon and really kind of set up by Jay Briscoe himself.
Jay Briscoe wanted to be known as the guy that took on all comers, and I can certainly admire that, but could he have bitten off more than he can chew here tonight? and Hanson. I remember when we watched him take on Mark Briscoe. What amazed me about Hanson was he was just such a big son of a gun, but also such a tremendous athlete. And
Ciampa!
And here comes Tommaso Ciampa.
He's amazing. I freaking love his theme music too. It's so good. What? Oh, dude, he's going full Devitt with his freaking gear.
That's crazy.
He looks like the Hobgoblin. Or no, not the Hobgoblin, the Green Goblin.
Yeah. Wow.
Or something. I don't know.
The Sicilian psychopath, folks. Oh, man.
He's amazing.
Is it his time? I mean,
he is definitely one of my top 5 favorite performers in ROH.
Yeah, I know it, dude. I mean, the guy does tremendous work. I know you've been a fan of his for a long time.
He's in my ROH Fave 5, dog.
I dig it.
But,
you know, I mean, Tommaso Ciampa's personally got my support tonight. I want to see him win the ROH World Title. The question that has to be asked is it his time? Look at those eyes and that mask.
Does he have face paint on?
That's what I'm kind of speculating. I think he may.
It looks like he has face paint on going on around his eyes.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah. And out comes Michael Elgin. I gotta admit, guys, never been a fan of Michael Elgin's.
I certainly think he's an impressive athlete. I mean, he's still retiring to go to baseball, right? Or like, what's going on?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that might have even been a freaking storyline. I don't even know.
I'm starting to think that it was a work because I don't know anymore.
I have no clue. But regardless, I'm just not really a big fan of him. The whole shtick kind of gets old after a while.
Right. And you figure Elgin was on top of the mountain just a short while ago. Jay Briscoe knocked him off of it, actually. And, you know, he wants to get back there again here tonight in Four Corner Survival.
I love that Michael Elgin gets about as much of a reaction as the New Day.
And that's our soundbite.
Jay Briscoe.
And here comes the champion.
Reach for the sky, boy. I love that he took a Toy Story line, a line from a children's movie, and made it dark.
Yeah.
How do you go from reach for the sky to that?
Well, Jay Briscoe found a way.
Yeah, he did. Oh, man.
You know, and everybody's talking about Jay Briscoe not having been pinned or submitted in 2 years. And wouldn't it be something in a match where, you know, he has a 75% chance of at least keeping that intact as opposed to his ROH World Title reign if he still manages to eat the pin here? That'd be something.
Bobby Cruz is the freaking man.
Great ring announcer. Hanson, I think, has so much to prove in this matchup.
I just have to ask, how is it that pretty much every wrestling company that we watch, I mean, not only would we, in our opinions, say that they had better storytelling than WWE, but to top it off, they have better ring announcing and commentating than WWE.
Yeah, it's so true.
I mean, like, even if you want to, like, because here's my thing. WWE has Eden freaking Styles, and in my opinion, she is freaking terrible. Her voice is too nasally, and I don't have anything against her personally, but she is just, her voice isn't meant for ring announcing, in my opinion. I don't understand what the WWE sees in her that they want to give her that kind of job. Then you go to NXT, we have JoJo. She's great. You go to ROH, we have Bobby Cruise. He's phenomenal. Even PWG has a really good ring announcer. Melissa in Lucha Underground, I forget, I think it's Melissa Santos is her name.
Yeah.
She's great. Just unbelievable. There's so much ring announcing talent in the world, and yet the WWE chooses to give their job to Eden Styles.
And Ciampa going right after Briscoe. In fact, everybody going after Jay Briscoe.
Well, you have to. He hasn't been pinned or submitted in 2 years.
And for me, I mean, certainly you want to isolate one of the biggest threats, and the biggest threat to me is the champion.
I think that really, if you're looking at this from a kayfabe standpoint, the two biggest threats are Briscoe and Hanson.
Yeah. Oh, Briscoe now going back.
I mean, if we're talking kayfabe, Ciampa is almost playing out of his league here, because he's got Briscoe and Elgin, and they're both either the current or the former ROH World Champion. You've got Hanson, who's on something like a 19-match winning streak, and he was the winner of the Top Prospect tournament recently. And Ciampa, I mean, the only thing that he really has a claim to fame for is beating up referees.
Yeah, I don't think Ciampa's going to be hugging anybody in this match. Kudos to anybody who gets that reference.
I know, it's so crazy to see him play such different characters in ROH and on PWG.
But, I mean, here's the thing. He's called Sicilian Psychopath for a reason. We're not just talking about some schmuck who gives himself a name because he thinks it'll get him chicks and a nice spot on the card. No, he earned that moniker.
That was a freaking cool spot. I liked that.
Yeah, it was.
Jay Briscoe, really, he's gotten so good. I guess I really like Mark Briscoe because he's got like that over the top personality and that like larger than life kind of charisma about him. But Jay Briscoe is just so good. You know what I mean?
He is. He's incredible.
And I don't even want to like Jay Briscoe because I know that he is a freaking homophobic and sexist bigot. But he's just so good that I can't help it.
I mean, and that's the dichotomy, that people have suffered with, is that, you have these great athletes, but they just happen to be really shitty human beings.
Yeah.
Like, how do you reconcile that, Yeah. I mean, look at who you're talking to, bro, so you got nothing to feel bad about.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, me being a Chris Benoit fan and how all that went down.
Okay. I see.
I've never apologized for loving his matches, so I'm certainly not going to stand up here and be like, oh yeah.
See, but that's like, I don't identify you as Chris Benoit guy.
Right.
You're just John to me.
Well, I appreciate that. We all need to be identified as a John in our own way, I'm sure. And there goes Ciampa. They're trying to get back.
Oh, he's about to get DDT'd, I believe. No,
no, it's gonna be that like flipping leg drop, and yeah, there it is.
Good call. Dang, you remember ROH spots better than me.
Yeah, well, I just remember everyone's gonna get their shit in, so yeah, I'll get the same way. But yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping Ciampa can pull it out though. Like, I really enjoyed this.
I fully expected a successful defense. I'm telling you.
Yes, wow, Elgin, like, screw that. But Jay,
Samoan drop, fall away slam combination.
It's like, yeah, guys, I'm big. Do you get it? Do you hate me yet?
He kicked out at 1.
Oh, and now Hanson. And see, that's the thing. How do you got to feel if you're Michael Elgin, where you could, oh, what an instiguri there. I was going to say, how do you feel if you're Michael Elgin? You think you're the biggest man in the match, then you look over in one corner and you see Hanson.
And by the way, that whole, the fall away slam Samoan drop combination that you were just making fun of Michael Elgin for?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Cage does that too.
Yeah, but Brian Cage isn't a man. He's a machine!
That's true. That is true. No, that's Cage. Cage and Brian Cage are two entirely different entities.
Oh, I thought Brian would have been his first name. All right, well then that's
no, John. It's the same dude, but they're different characters.
Well, regardless,
I haven't seen Cage do the Samoan drop fall away slam thing yet, but I know Brian Cage when he's in PWG he does it.
Yeah, well, I still have a very good working relationship with Skynet, so I don't want to compromise that. So I'm just sitting over here doing my thing. And you see now Michael Elgin there, keeping Jay Briscoe at bay.
I feel like I'm the only person on the planet that's never seen iRobot.
That was a Terminator reference.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. But Elgin has stuff in Jay Briscoe.
Okay, well then I feel like I'm the only person on the planet that's never seen Terminator.
And we need to remedy that, because Schwarzenegger is just amazing. The only films I really like with him.
Oh, the Shining Wizard.
Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful.
Wow, that was
Beautiful capture
at
release.
first I thought it was a deadlift, but I don't think it was actually a deadlift.
Yeah, it was more like a capture release from where I'm sitting, but either way,
Oh,
line it up. And oh, Ciampa, beautiful.
wow.
Oh my God. Cover, 2, and the streak stays alive.
hung inverted STO.
Yeah.
Ciampa, Elgin, turn around, Ciampa.
And he does. He'll catches Elgin with a nice forearm there. Elgin certainly has been in a slump. You know, the fans have kind of soured on him. Everything else, I don't think anything would mean more to him.
Oh, wow. That was like a soccer kick.
And whoa, what a
Oh,
kick
wow.
by Hanson.
Big boot by Hanson.
Imposing his will. He's like, all these other scrubs better learn. And Hanson's been on kind of a streak of his own. I don't think he's been pinned in 11 months, according to the background for this matchup.
Wow.
So, yeah, Hanson's got his own little streak going on. Oh my God. He's just packing, he's just piling the humanity on top of each other.
Hey, man, it's like you said, he's got to get his shit in.
You know, stacking them up like cordwood, so to speak. And, oh, now Hanson pointed to the other corner. Oh, good God. Hanson
Adam
is
Rose
just
does that.
Yeah, the Bronco Busters when you're a man that size. Oh, and then look at that, going for that spinning heel kick, but Jay Briscoe ducks, has him in fireman's carry position, and wow. That
is a lot of man to be lifting up into a fireman's carry with that little effort.
And then dumping that same amount of man on Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa may no longer have a rib cage.
Yeah, that was like an impromptu cannonball by Hanson.
If I'm
inflicted by someone else.
If I'm Ciampa, I'm in that corner just thinking, I wonder what I'm going to do after this. You know, I know this is a good steak place. Oh, my God! Then all the ribs just crack.
Oh, yeah, it's like, oh, hey, look. Wow, that was pretty impressive. I didn't know Jay was that strong. Hey, why is he looking at me? Jay, what are you doing? Ow, ow, ow!
I know, again, showing that power, but this time on Elgin. Elgin gets the kick out.
What, is Jay seriously bleeding already?
He may.
Oh, my God.
Even Ric Flair's like, bitch, you can't be serious.
I know, right? What even prompted that? Unless he's busted open the hard way, but I don't know how.
Oh, look at that.
Inverted STO.
And there's the inverted STO into the middle turnbuckle.
Elgin just looks dead. Oh, no, wait. That's just how his eyes are. Oh, are we going to get a Tower of Doom? I think we might.
Oh, man. This is the indie level, get your shit in. There's always got to be a Tower of Doom in at least one matchup.
That's true. That's so true. Oh, you're so right. No, we're not going to get a Tower of Doom.
Oh, no, they're like, screw you.
Oh, Midnight
High cross. Oh, there it is. Off the top
rope. High cross?
Well, I mean, Celtic cross, I think also if you're not Irish, it's called a high cross from what I understand.
Oh, you're talking about Finley's version of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Because now we only just call it white noise, and Sheamus's version of the Razor's Edge is called the high cross, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're absolutely right about that. That's. Oh, and speaking of what, wow. We're talking about the Razor's Edge, and there's Elgin. But
what?
Oh, wow.
He almost turned that into like a Dominator almost.
Yeah. Elgin can't believe it. I certainly can. He must have forgotten where he is. This is ROH.
Elgin's face. Oh, my God.
Top rope brainbusters at best only get 2.5. Where the hell do you think you are? Ciampa.
No, that's only in the middle of a blood feud between El Generico and Kevin Steen. Oh, my God, he caught him.
Oh, my goodness. And Ciampa's
He's going to do another one of these things.
No. Oh, God, no.
To the corner. Oh, into the
there it
barricade.
is.
Wow.
Ciampa had all the time to wriggle out of it, and he was just doing shit. He's like, this is happening. I've resigned myself to my fate. Oh, and Jay Briscoe now stalking his man, and there's the vault over the ropes. Oh, now Hanson going to the hot rope. Come on now.
No.
Don't defy Ray. Oh, my God.
Good God.
That is the biggest FU to the laws of physics I think I've ever seen.
Jay Briscoe might be dead.
He might be. And that's
I'm pretty sure Hanson just squashed his liver. Although Jay Briscoe's liver hated him already for it anyway, so.
It's the 11th month streak versus the 2-year streak. And Hanson and Jay Briscoe going one-on-one here. And we got a ref bump!
Todd.
Oh, man. Oh, Hanson's still catching Briscoe, though. The power of Hanson. And now
from a seated position.
Wow. That's power.
Oh, he caught him. Into a Rikishi driver.
Oh, man. Like a fire thunder driver there by Hanson. He had him pinned. The referee was down.
Sinclair is down. Oh, man.
Oh,
the Jabberwockies are attacking.
Oh, man.
The KRD, the Knights of the Rising Dawn. Who are they? Who are they? Reveal yourselves.
They're probably the Blue Man Group's biggest rivals because they got red faces going on.
Yeah, I know. They're the Bloods to the Blue Man Group's Crips.
And oh, my God.
Oh, my.
Phase like driver or headlock.
I wonder if this is like the beginning of like an invasion angle from like Chikara or CZW or PWG or something like that.
Well, I can tell you that guy right there, kind of looking on with the ropes, he's got to be Randy Orton. I saw him do a cutter earlier, and there's a double super kick there. Okay, maybe not. But, yeah, it's crazy. Oh, he was about to... That's got to be Matt Hardy. He looked like he was getting ready to do the Matt Hardy pose to me.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know who that is.
War Machine? I've never heard of him before.
Oh, man. What is going on?
I'm so confused.
Well, he's chasing the Jabberwockies out of this arena.
Yeah.
This match has been officially reset after that attack.
Well, we know that at least that one guy was a member of the Kingdom.
Yeah. Matt Hardy, V3! Original, then the Kingdom, now the Jabberwockies.
Oh, my God. Well, looks like Elgin's back up. That didn't take long. What's he doing?
Elgin's like selling. Bitch, please.
Is he going to go for a J Driller onto the table?
Oh, my God.
He is. J Driller through the table.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. I don't know who that hurt more, Jay Briscoe's head or Michael Elgin's balls.
And if you're a Jay Briscoe hater, you have to be thinking, he had a... Actually, no, he's a bigot and a douche. He deserved that one.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Well, I guess it didn't hurt. Well, Elgin doesn't sell anything anyway.
Yeah, really. Where do you think we are? And now he's got there are two guys now, Hanson and now Elgin, who would have had the claim to ending Briscoe's streak, but this is ref.
I think Todd Sinclair isn't even hurt anymore. He just fell asleep in the corner.
It's like, oh my God, nap time. I've been waiting for this all day.
Yeah. Elgin is going under the ring.
Strangling the streamers.
Oh, he's got someone's El Generico. Oh no, it was Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor's tried that before, and they ripped, and then he got sad.
That's why me and him are meant to be best friends. There's some way that you hear this, Chuck Taylor. I am here for you because you complete me.
Concerto.
Concerto. Nigel. Nigel McGuinness is saying, screw that. Oh, he's going to get clocked in the head. You are so going to get hit in the head.
Out comes another ref. Two refs.
Finally, took him long enough. Jesus. Chair spot. Or no, he put the chair down. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, he was going to go
the chair clean away from him. Oh, my. No.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Let's save Ciampa.
Wow. McGinnis, in the words of Vince McMahon to CM Punk, you officially owe Ciampa one.
Yeah, really. Is Elgin gonna dive?
And
I feel
it's
like
funny
Elgin's
because
gonna dive.
let's remember the story here. Oh my God!
Nice.
Ciampa says, "Screw your story." He just clogged Elgin in the head. Go on. Where's
Hanson.
hey McGinnis?
No, those refs came out to help Todd Sinclair.
Jesus.
See, they're over there with him.
Oh my God. Ciampa had the match.
Oh my God, Hanson's going to the top again.
Moonsault.
Moonsault? No. Oh God.
Oh God. Oh God.
Well, at least he kind of braced himself.
I was getting ready to say
We have a ref, I think.
Now that things have kind of calmed down a little bit, I was getting ready to say, remember the story with Elgin and McGinnis. McGinnis has not wanted to suspend Elgin, but he's made it incredibly hard, with his actions, striking officials and this and that. And now he just did a huge solid for management. Now he's on the top rope.
Oh my God, that slap! And by the way, you said Elgin, you mean Ciampa?
Yes, I do mean Ciampa. My mistake. And speaking of Ciampa, he's trying to power through Elgin here, and
he did.
And he does.
Powerbomb him. Oh, Project Ciampa! Cover him! Cover him! 1,
2.
Oh!
Jay Briscoe. Now McGinnis has headed
Project
to the back.
Ciampa again? Yes!
Project Ciampa a second time, but Elgin is right there.
2.
And Briscoe kicked out anyway.
Out?
He didn't even need Elgin.
Screw off, Jay. Jesus.
Yeah, I gotta say, Jay
Elgin's
Briscoe.
Gonna go for, yeah.
What? No. There it is. Okay.
He's gonna kick out.
No, wow. Got the tights, and Briscoe still manages to kick out. I'm telling you, man, that streak is there for a reason.
Yeah.
And now Hanson. What
a spinning heel kick.
Good God.
Him out. 1, 2. Wow.
Wow. Hanson just gave the assist. Briscoe, I think, fell right on top of Ciampa.
And of course, it was freaking Ciampa that ate the pin. You've got to be kidding me.
The guy that was on a hot streak and who I thought it could have been his night tonight eats the pin. Not Elgin, not Hanson, the newcomer. Wow. And people are pissed. We got to take a look at that again. There's a spin kick there by Hanson. Briscoe, though, gets an arm over, and that's why that gesture by Hanson was trying to break up the pin, but Elgin, idiot that he is, pulled Hanson out of the ring. Wow. Elgin just screwed himself.
He did.
Hanson could have broken up that pin, and this match could have continued. Really, it wasn't just Hanson that gave Briscoe the win. You have to give a huge assist.
Who's this?
Michael Elgin. And
Joe?
Joe. Oh, man. And Elgin kind of smirking a little bit. I don't know how you can go from being pissed to smirking when you just lost an opportunity to regain the ROH World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
But Joe immediately making a statement. I don't know how I feel about this. You and I were just talking about it. Kind of leaves me a little peeved that Joe feels like he can cut ahead of the line and get a title shot. Oh, but look at that. He's actually holding the belt.
Joe's going to kill you, Chance.
Oh, man. Now he hands it to Briscoe.
Jay. Handshake. Bring it in tight.
And you've got your poster for the next event right there.
Oh, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I was right. The show was solid, but it never really kind of surpassed itself after the tag title match.
I'm inclined to agree with you. I would give this, by your rating system, a very strong, strong search it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because even those other matches, it's not like they were terrible, but you really wouldn't be missing anything if you didn't see them. And I got to be honest, to really be fair, because I know I'd call it out if WWE did it, that finish to that world title match was weak sauce.
Completely agree. I think that would have been a forgivable finish if it would have been Elgin eating the pin. But, you've built up Ciampa. This is really his first taste of main event level status. And as soon as he gets to the main event, boom, he gets pinned cleanly. And it's like, I don't know. That's a bad taste that's going to take a while for me to get out of my mouth.
I completely, absolutely, unequivocally agree with you on all counts. I mean, this story to me, for me personally, was about Tommaso Ciampa and him, getting this opportunity and kind of walking the fine line between, not getting suspended or getting in any kind of trouble and getting to where he wanted to be. And he finally finds himself in a prime position to win gold, to make an impact, and he eats the pin. That's absurd to me.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, because he's already held the TV title. So, like, what else is there for him to do?
And he ate the pin, so I can't even say, oh, Ashton, there's hope. We can get him back in the title picture. I mean,
Yeah.
no, it's very clear what their intentions are. And hell, even for the Jay Lethals and stuff, I'm pissed. Are you seriously telling me Joe is going to bypass everything and just get a title shot? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
All
don't
right,
really know
guys.
if
Well, I mean, hey, we weren't big fans of the finish, but at the end of the day, that was still a very solid show.
Yeah, I do have to completely, again, agree with you there. This show was really a hell of a lot of fun. ACH versus AJ Styles, insanity. Young Bucks, reDRagon, that was great. Yeah, a lot of great matches
I
on
feel
this
like Young
show.
Bucks reDRagon would have been match of the night if it wasn't for the weird false finish.
I know. I really felt like you should have just given that one to the Young Bucks because now reDRagon's beaten the Young Bucks 4 times and Young Bucks only have 1 victory. You really can't call that a very even rivalry. It seems very lopsided at this point now.
But the Young Bucks are still the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions.
That is very true. That is very
Can't
true.
take that away from them.
And you got to wonder, speaking of the tag title picture, where the Kingdom will go from there. But, I mean, I really enjoyed covering ROH again with you. I know this won't be the last time we do it either. So that is one reason why I'm kind of excited about all these stories, because I know this won't be the last time you and I check in. Guys, because I've forgotten to promote it the last 2 times, but I do want to get out there just in case you would have forgotten, Ashton. We have a subreddit now that Ashton created. So when you guys hear this, if you want to give your reactions to the ROH show, please feel free to go there and share your thoughts. We'd love to interact with you and really get your thoughts on this show. Did you think the finish was as weak as we did? Just kind of put it out there. And, of course, the usual plugs of YouTube and Tweet Off. But, yeah, I really just wanted to get the subreddit over since that's a newly created thing, thanks to Ashton here. So,
Yeah,
Ashton, I'll let you take it away.
There are 2 different options if you want to go to reddit.com/r/twitwow. If you are somehow can't get that to work, just do twitwow.reddit.com.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have your options there. And I've got nothing more to say about this show. So you have any closing sentiments you want to impart to the audience, Ashton?
No, I don't have any closing sentiments. Just kind of want to reinforce this was a really solid show with just, in my opinion, a really silly finish.
Yeah, completely agree.
All right. So that being said, we will see you guys for our Monday Night Raw Twitwow tomorrow night.
Absolutely, guys. Until then, tune in and peace out.